Done 10 of these.
10 shows, man.
Look how time flies when you fucking round. Isn't that the saying? I think that's what it is. Like, God, dog. So that means for 10 weeks we've been doing this for over 2 months.
Yep.
And we've done it once a week. It hasn't been cutting no fucking corners and put 3 in a week. It's been 10 weeks we've been doing this damn shit.
Yeah.
So this is amazing. I'd like to thank everybody for joining us, and I'd like to thank you, Brian, for joining me right here as we do another episode of
The Guru and the Whore.
There it is. Now tell them what the topic is and how, since they've heard a little bit about me, why don't you tell them a little bit about, or again, introduce you, tell them what we're talking about and how you'd like to address it.
Well, for those of you who don't know, my name is Brian Redmond. I am known on YouTube as The Relationship Rehab. That's my channel. Pretty much what my purpose is I give relationship life advice to those that come to my channel. I do videos about certain topics. And I also do like a Dear Abby column thing called The Secret Garden, where I answer people's questions that they have. I do video responses to their relationship questions. And what we're talking about today, since I've been so blessed to have a brother like Tommy to believe in what it is that I do, he gave me an opportunity to be a part of his platform and to be a part of Soto Nation. Shout out to the Soto Nation, all my peoples in there. And we have our channel called The Guru and the Whore, and we basically do a show every week. And this week, which is episode number 10, yes, sir, is about second chances. Second chances. And it was one of the things that led into that was just the previous show Tommy just did, talking about the Rob Kardashian thing and how, he actually gave Chyna a second chance to actually reinvent herself. I mean, on like the highest level you could possibly do it. I mean, to be a part of the Kardashian family and that brand, and it's like for her to just not only piss on, but to also shit on that. Baffling to me. But at the end of the day, we're just talking about, how to turn a hoe into a housewife, or can you turn a hoe into a housewife and give a second chance to that type of person? And I think it's a great topic because a lot of times we hear people talk about, well, all they need is just another chance, or they didn't have the same opportunities that you had, and you come from different backgrounds and you don't know my life, or you don't know what had happened to me. You ain't walked in my shoes. And it's like for somebody to have that type of opportunity and to just treat it the way that she did, I think it poses a great question as to, man, if you were to give a hoe a second chance, what is she really going to do with it? And I think that what she just did was a bad look for not just herself, but to a lot of women that are like her and a lot of women that follow in her footsteps.
You a lot of whores who are aspiring to be wives. It is. They were whores when they was kids. They used to look at those bridal magazines, and their mama would slap the bridal magazine out of their head. You can't be no damn wife. You a whore, my mama. That's how it was.
Oh man, yes indeed.
So. You know what? I always, this situation hurt me. And I think it's funny because I was watching a lot of comments and I got a lot of emails afterwards of people saying the lines I said at the end made them truly not only look at situations that they've seen like this, but look at themselves differently.
Yes.
And I tell people all the time, a lot of the stuff that I do, that's why I believe in a God, just don't know how to one in the Bible. A lot of the stuff that I do, I didn't write it down. It's just in the midst of saying it, I said, wait a minute. I've said this so many times. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. But how many times have we then said everybody deserves a second chance? And then at the end of the day, how many else have been like, okay, I don't think I've been with too many non-hoes. I've been with like whole lights. And like, like I don't think I've been with like a non-hoe. They just had that different level of whoredom. and
okay.
So, and then me, like, if I would require a non-whore, then I'm not a non-whore. And so as I was thinking, I was like, do you know the first person to really give me the only way I deserve a second chance was when I gave myself and when I rehabilitated myself, and you being the relationship rehab, what do you think about, or what did you think about that concept of, if you really want a second chance from anyone, the first person you need to give a second chance is you, because you need to rehabilitate yourself to where even when people see it, they want to give it a second chance because it doesn't look like it used to look. That to me makes more sense than saying, give me a second chance. I look the exact same way as I did when I fucked you over.
So you always talk about how with this platform that we got, the guru and the whore, how you're the guy that throws the grenade and walk away. When you said that in that last show, you set off a nuclear warhead and walked off, because that statement in itself, the thought that comes behind that, just the thought that you provoke behind that in me alone, that was powerful. Because it's like, if you are in a position to where you want a second chance, a lot of times we get in our own way of having a second chance. And I think that you have to, what you just said, it was the nail on the head with you saying that, like, be willing to give yourself a second chance so that you can be able to reinvent yourself, because you can't rehab yourself. Yep, cheap plug. You can't rehab yourself without actually realizing what the damage is and where you're broken at, so that you can know what to fix. A lot of times, and this just goes for us as a people, we go around in life feeling sorry for ourselves. We go around in life thinking that we get in such a bad shake and a bad deal in life, and we get the cards are just not in our favor. But a lot of times we have to realize that, yes, even though shit happens, a lot of the things that happen to you are of your own fault. They're of your own volition, because of things that you've done, the choices you've made. And it's like, when you can realize that and say, you know what, I made some bad choices, and I believe that that's where I need to start. That's where I need to begin my rehab. Then you can start to progress forward and get out of what it is that you're so used to and what you're in. Because a lot of the stuff that we do, it's a cycle that we repeat. Mm-hmm. And it's like, the only way that you're going to get out of that cycle is, first you got to realize you in one and say, well, damn, I'm doing the same thing. And all of my problems in my life, I'm the common denominator. So in order for me to get out of that, I have to realize that I'm in a bad cycle, so that I can stop it and break that chain. And sometimes you can do that by having everything laid out and knowing what you need to do. And sometimes you have to do that just by saying, I need to just do something different.
But can a person like how would you address an individual like Chyna? Because I know a dude that a woman was pregnant, he got with her and married her when she was 6 months pregnant. And this is how I look at it. A lot of times we'll buy a Mercedes-Benz because it has a dent in it, and you'll get it cheaper than buying a new one, and you know somebody who do body work that can make it look brand new, and you got a real deal. Same thing with homes. You can find a home that, well, people don't want to rehab, but you know people who know how to do it and get it from cheap. You got some Mexicans, so you can fix it. So you get it. I think a lot of us men look at women and we're like, well, this is a hoe. She fine, but she got a fucked up background. She's done some dumb shit. She need a place to stay and shit like that. So I get this bitch at a discount. The problem comes, the bitch knows she's giving you a discount. And like Blac Chyna knew, here's the thing. Rob knew in this case he was giving this black bitch a discount. But he stuck to the deal. She decided that even though I got a really good deal, I want something else. She signed a Dirk Nowitzki contract. She was like, I know I could get $20 million a year on the market. I'm just going to sign for 10. And that's what she did by laying up with the gay dude. So Rob looks bad in a way, even though he was trying to say, because of the market value for me, I probably should take something like this. But I could rehab this and make it look better.
Right.
What do you say to someone who sees this opportunity to buy this dilapidated product and thinking that they can rehab it?
So sometimes in real estate, you have a piece of property that you can see that has a great potential. Mm-hmm. It may require a lot of work to be done, and which will require you to invest a lot of money into it. However, based on the market and based on the area that property is in, you putting that money into that place, no matter how much it is, even though you can turn it, or you can turn it into something that's beautiful because of the area that it's in, the environment that it's in, you can't get a return on your investment because of the property values of the surrounding properties that are around it. That neighborhood is in a transition to where you could take a $40,000 house and put $300,000 worth of work into it, but because it's in a $40,000 neighborhood, it's still only going to be worth $40,000. So it's like no matter how much money you put into it, it's still not going to be of value of what you would expect it to be. Even though you can see the potential in fixing it, it's not going to be worth it because of the area.
Oh,
she in turn is.
So what you're saying is, I just want to say something. So what you're saying is, black women are a $40,000 neighborhood.
You said
it. He said it. I didn't. I didn't say it. Go on. Tell us.
The BT 1000. Yes, the BT 1000 is in a dilapidated area, and no matter how much you try to turn it into something else, into something beautiful and kind and loving, it still has that programming that was erasing default back. Once you restart it, it's gonna go right back into what it's supposed to be. So yes, it's like, and that's exactly where she is. Chyna didn't want to change. Chyna wanted to get a check, and she wants to have multiple penises. That's the type of person that she is. And no matter how much Rob may see in her, no matter how much Rob may want to be with her, no matter how she may make Rob feel, she's still not going to be what Rob wants her to be.
How about this?
Plain and simple.
No matter how much you see something in someone else, nothing will change if they don't see it in themselves.
They got to. Absolutely.
So if she didn't see herself as somebody's housewife, she'll pretend to get what she need. And it's not just a woman. What we're talking about now is both sides, because we're going to jump into the housewife as well as the challenge. It's people. Yeah, you can meet a dude, and I've seen women try to transfer that man, change that man, buy this, somebody said a discount nigga, a discount vagina. Yes, you get this motherfucker on clearance. You got clearance on clearance. But you sit back and you say to yourself, this person just wasn't given the opportunity. And a lot of those people will sell you, I'm only who I am because I wasn't given the opportunity. So what do you do when you're dealing with that dynamic of people constantly telling you this person is only here because they weren't given the opportunity, which then puts the onus on you to give them the opportunity. But that person also might have been there because that's where they wanted to be, or because they couldn't do anything to get out because they keep tripping over themselves. So when you're putting this money into this reconstruction or trying to rehab, there's a saying in real estate that's called a money pit, that you're just tossing money into something that you will never get back out of it.
Yes.
And in a relationship, I'd assume we have a new word for it, and we'll call it a new phrase, and we'll call it a honey pit. You're trying to find a honey, you keep throwing your emotions, your feelings, your time, your trust, your faith, and you never get it back because that person doesn't see in themselves what you see in them. How would you avoid that?
I think in one of the things what made me think about that when you said that, and just looking at Rob's situation, I had the question to myself. I said, man, he put himself in such a bad situation. How did he get there, being who he is and what he has and what he has access to? And it came back to me questioning, saying, like, where's his daddy? Because it's like a lot of times in our lives and the things that we do and the choices that we make in our lives, a lot of times our friends can't tell us shit. A lot of times our relatives can't tell us shit. But it's like when you have your parents and they have an impact in your life and they've had such an important part of just shaping who you are as a person, when it comes to really big decisions and matters of the heart and things that are really like in your own personal, your inner caveman or whatever it is you want to call it, you tend to lean to that person. And it's like for him to be going through all of that turmoil, I would love to have wanted to ask him to say, man, did your daddy help you in this situation that you're in right now? Are you going to him, or who is that person that's your main confidant, that person that you can just be totally transparent with, that can help you in that?
Well, you know what his problem is. I'll answer that. Well, he doesn't have one because remember he died. His dad was the Kardashian that was
The
helping
lawyer.
OJ.
Yep.
So he died, and then we have to ask ourselves, Rob got really fat, so he was suffering from a depression. He was actually suicidal. The question was, what was he suicidal over? To me, he probably was suicidal over a relationship. I can tell you from all honesty, I never get depressed over anything other than relationships. I could lose a job, I'm good on it. I could lose a friend, I'm good on it. Relationships, though, if I lose them, it hits me hard. I don't know if anybody else is like that, but I can be honest. When I get in a relationship and I lose one, it hits me hard, which is probably why it's hard for me to commit to one. Because I feel like at least if I have somebody else, if they break my heart, I can hang around them until I mend my heart, which is, again, that would make me a hoe. So could you turn a hoe into that other person, which would be a person that sees you however you want to design your relationship? Now, you look at Rob, he had so much baggage. But the great thing about human nature is, and I want to ask you if you believe this, I think we all have a little thing inside of us, like how snakes can sense heat and how dogs can sense fear. I think human beings, a lot of us have the innate ability, like smelling arsenic, where some people can actually naturally smell it. Smell like bitter almonds. I think some of us have that feeling in us where we can see a victim. We can see somebody vulnerable. And it doesn't bother us to prey on it. We can feel it. They emote things where you can see they're vulnerable. And those people can take advantage of it. It appears to me, Blac Chyna is one of those people. She can find somebody that's vulnerable. She can find somebody that's that way. It's like a pimp. A pimp can find a girl who will, no matter what she look like, who will allow him to profit off of her vagina. How do you feel about that concept that there are people out there who receive, you send out a signal and they're the big ass satellite and they're receiving that signal and they're translating that signal into your simpness, into your vulnerability? Do you believe that there's someone who does that? Do you believe that this happens?
I believe that, because I believe that there are things that we can sense in each other, just on a basic level. Sometimes you can look at a person even and see what a person is doing or how they're speaking. And some of us have the ability to see that they're actually in a certain place. They're going through something. There's something wrong. It's just like sometimes where you have that thought to where you say, man, I'm gonna call this person because I ain't heard from them, just to see how they're doing. And they say, man, I'm glad you called, because I am going through something, or something is wrong, or something just happened that was great, or whatever the case may be. I think that we do have a certain radar with each other, because I think that there is a certain desire for us to connect with each other. I absolutely believe that you can sense the good and the bad things in people, and it's just depending on the type of person that you are, if you use that to your advantage, or to manipulate that person to do that. Absolutely.
So what do you think about the situation with Mr. Kardashian? You said if he had a father, he had a confidant. Well, his whole family, his sisters, they didn't like her. The motherfucker had to have heard me say it. He had to have heard me say it. So the nigga was hard-headed. But what do you think drove? I honestly believe, because I could see a lot of him in me, other than I didn't get really fat when I get fat when I'm happy. I have the reverse thing as him. But I could see that he just wanted somebody to care for, and that would care for him in that manner. So when you have somebody that's in that way mentally, their children won't make them happy, their mother won't make them happy, their friends won't make them happy, their job won't make them happy. They really just want to mate, because they put all of their emotions in having a mate. It's a status symbol for them, and it's a sense of security, which means that a lot of parts in their life, they didn't feel secure. And I think one of the biggest ways he didn't feel secure is being the only male in a house full of females.
I think that Rob, and of course I don't know him, but what I get from him and the things that he's done, I think that he's he's a broken person in the sense to where it's hard for him because of who he's surrounded by with his sisters and their own individual successes, business, if you will, and because there isn't a male around like his dad who could be there to help him, become a man and to do things as a man, that he has that person that he can actually, that go-to person in his immediate family. I believe that it put him in a broken place to where he tried to see if he could find something that was broken and kind of dependent on him, that he could kind of like help and say, okay, I know if I can hit that pole that's on that pole right now, if I can get her, because everybody that want to fuck her, I could be the one that can get her and save her, and she'll be forever indebted to me and loyal to me, and she'll give me everything that I want. I think that he kind of saw that part in her and what he could get and benefit from that, and thought that she would fall for it hook, line, and sinker just because he's a Kardashian.
Mm-hmm. And because we honestly believe because I'm nicer to hoes than good women, which is the dumbest thing possible. But I am. I'll sit there and be nice to a hoe, because it's like the thought of proving to people this person isn't who they are, and you got this discount car and you fix it up, and now everybody else is saying, man, I wish I had paid for that, and it would be so grateful. But the problem is we're treating people like their property, because that person still has free will, and that free will will make them say, well, thank you for doing what you did for me, but you've now made me realize how much I'm worth, so I'm gonna put myself back on the market. See, your car won't do that. You have exclusive rights to your car. And the problem is we're trying to treat people like material. What do you say?
I agree. I definitely agree. So it's like, I believe that she was able to, Chyna was smart enough to realize that the opportunity that I have with this dude and with his family, I can kind of do what I want to do. I know that I got him right where I want him, and then I'm gonna put this baby on him as a get out of jail free card. So no matter what she does at the end of the day, she can go all the way off the rails and wind up being a crack hole on Skid Row. She can pull out that get out of jail free card and say, Rob, I'm so sorry. Rob, I don't know what happened. I just lost myself, and I made so many bad choices. You don't understand. When I was a kid, I was abused, and it was so hard for me growing up. My mama didn't love me, and she mistreated me, and I didn't have a daddy, and Rob is going to say, well, you know what? She's the mother of my child. Come on. Because she knows he's that type of guy. That's why she did what she did. And that's why she can take that chance and shake those dice and jump out there. And that's exactly what she's doing. She's going to continue to do what it is that she's doing right now, because that's ultimately who she is. And she's perfectly fine with that.
When it comes down to someone like this, when you look at what she did, she was building her own platform. She was building her own name. She was legitimizing herself. What is it in the mind of an individual like her that keeps making her sabotage her own success? Because that is literally what she's doing right now.
She has such a false sense of confidence in herself that she thinks, oh, I got this. She made those moves when she figured, okay, I'm right where I want to be now. I got my cars, I got my clothes. He done spent this much on me. He done spent that. That dude has spent so much money on her. Right now, she's probably in a place where she got all the things that she's been wanting. And now she's like, now let me go out here and make some moves. That's exactly why she wants to do that, because she thinks that her plan is the plan that's going to work for her. She didn't want to. She realized, I guess, if she would have really come into the fold and really like said, okay, I'm going to try to go all in with Rob, she would have had to come into the fold, and she would have had to been in a more subservient role, because there are so many other women that are going to be before her. And she would not have been top. She would not have been the top shelf or the first violin of that whole entire orchestra. She would have had to been fourth or fifth string, because all those other girls, not to mention their mama, is going to definitely be before her. And she didn't want to do that. So she thinking, I'm going to do my own thing and make my own path, make my own way with all his resources.
Now, I'm going to approach it from a different angle and see where you think about it. Goes back to what we were saying earlier about the idea of you see this person as a wife, they've never seen themselves that way. They may try to fit into it because of situational things, you know. They feel bad, their life is going bad, they need somewhere to stay, shit like that. Then they will say, well, if I put myself in that position, then I won't be homeless. I won't be, you know, a lot of people do this. I dated a girl who went from treating me completely different because of what had been happening in her life, and she went right back to being a whore or a porn star. Like she just said, man, this is not me, I'm this. And so what do you give any credence to this? That many of these people are so broken that they can't have anything like that, like I showed when we talk about stability. That person's so broken, she won't see herself in any other way. She is used to dysfunction. So when you look at her, that probably was weird for her to have that family life. That probably was weird for her to have that stability. That probably was weird for her to have a man there with her kid, because I don't hear anything about her having her father with her.
Right.
The idea that somebody would see, broken people know they fucked up, so they kind of like people to acknowledge that they fucked up. They don't like it when you see them in a way that their whole life have never been able to achieve it. If I've tried to be faithful and I couldn't, you believing I'm going to be faithful puts me in a position to let down two people instead of one now. So it's almost better for me to be with somebody that believes I ain't shit than someone who believes I am. What do you think?
Well, I think that...
Because look who she got with. She got with a man who put her on blast. She got with a man who, even if you fucking a side dude, common sense would tell you that's not him.
I think that she has taken her dysfunction and has made it her soul function. And because of that, she doesn't want to change, because and in spite of all of the things that she does know, because she's an adult. So she has moments of clarity to where she realizes that this is some fucked up shit that I'm doing, even though I'm doing it. And she doesn't want to go through or put in the work to change. Sometimes things happen in our lives, and sometimes we put ourselves in such a place in our own mentalities where we don't want to go through the pain. We don't want to go through the hurt that we have to go through to get to something different. So instead of doing it, it's like dealing with the devil, you know. So it's like when you do that, you stay in that spot, in that place, and that's what she's doing. She feels that what she's doing is it's bad and it may not be right, but it's what I know and it's what I'm doing. And because that's all I've done, I'm willing to stay here. And that's why my thing is that I always say everybody can't be saved. Everybody can't be turned around. You can't support and uplift everybody, because there's some people in those situations that don't want to be uplifted, that don't want to be, helped up and given that hand up or given an opportunity, a second chance. Some people don't want that. Some people like that dysfunction to the point where they're like, I'm so good at this ratchet shit that I'm going to stay in it, because it's all I know and it's all I want to know. I don't want to go and learn something else. I don't want to be something else. I don't want to reinvent myself, because I've been who I am for so long that I think that, number one, it's all I can be. And because of that, I'm going to accept the fact that that's all I want to be. Because then if I try to do anything different, then I'm going to look at myself, put myself in a position to where I can fail. And I don't want to fail. I don't want to be a failure no more. I done lost too many times. So I'm going to stay right where I'm at. And I'm going to drive this ratchet truck until the wheels fall off, because I know how to run.
And that's why I was saying, because at first I was going to say, this is going to be one of them episodes where we don't damn agree. I was like, you brought it back. I was like, okay, we could partly disagree, so I'll talk about that part. So Shebia Lewis said, because there's very little honor left in American life, there's a certain built-in tendency to destroy masculinity in American men, and it's so sad. I think that does hold a little weight, because women's power now has been, I can embarrass a man. Do you give any credence to that?
Yes, absolutely. I think that women have been given a power over men, and I believe because they don't think that or have any reverence for a man, they don't have any need for a man because that's what society has dictated to them for so long, that they have just totally disregarded the entire male persona, the male energy, the usefulness of a man. And it's not until a man does something that they don't like that they try to they'll turn that into, they want that man to feel their wrath now. So that dude, like if Rob really turned himself around and Rob just, got his weight in control, got his own thing going, and was just, fell into true Kardashian fashion and was just one of the in now guys and got him a badass woman, she will come crawling back to try to tear that shit down and to tear what he's doing with himself down, because she don't want to be the chick that missed out on a good thing and to take advantage of a good thing. So I believe that she knows that she has a certain power over him, and as long as I can keep you down, I'm good. It's just like a dude that beats his girl. I ain't gonna beat her every day, but I'm gonna continually beat her just to keep her right in that spot I want her to be. I'm gonna keep her isolated, and anytime I start to feel that she might be getting a little bit of self-esteem and might feel good about herself, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna beat her ass just to make sure she right where she's supposed to be, because that's what I want her.
So why do you think she chose to do what she was doing with the guy she was doing it with, which was like, it's a risk to your business? There's a thing called being risk averse. But she seemed like she wasn't. Like, she was like, I'm going to sleep with the most risky dude possible. It's like a woman, and she know, you ever seen the movie Casino?
Yeah.
Remember, the white woman was sleeping with the sleaziest dude possible, and she hit the best dude possible. She slept with a dude that didn't have a problem with openly extorting that dude. She slept with a dude that had no problem with openly extorting her. That seems like exactly what this woman did. Like, you can cheat on your man and cheat on your man with somebody that is not going to start exchanging pictures or asking for money, because you got a man that's already established. He already got him a wife, and he ain't trying to play you like that. But she got somebody that, and then gave him the ammunition to lay down and take that picture in the bed when you know you got somebody. Because hell, to me, that's probably one of the ways you can tell if somebody got somebody, by what they will allow you to do with them publicly.
Right.
So she allowed him to do that, knowing what she was doing. What did she think he was going to do with that photograph? I think some moths, they're just attracted to the fucking flame. When you're driving down I-10, if you're on the west like me, at night with your lights on, when you look at your car in the daytime, you know what you see on the front of your windshield in the front of your car?
Bunch of bugs. Them bugs ran to their death. I think that some people like her, and me to a certain extent, are so fucked up that we will choose things that will destroy us. We will choose the weapon that is going to destroy us. It's like the Ghostbusters. The destroyer comes, so you get to pick the form of the destroyer. Now, her boyfriend was a Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Mr. Stay Puft.
You know what I'm saying?
Never heard us.
Rob was the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, but she went on and went past that, and she summoned another motherfucker, which is Negro the Carpathian.
It's Vigo.
It's Negro.
Thank you, Lord.
I need to cut this shit out. I need to make my own comic book. Like, and that's what happened. She summoned Negro the Carpathian, or the Chicagoan, and she did this, and she knew it was the destruction, but that was the form in which she put it. Why?
So going back to what you said about Casino, when you look at the character Sharon Stone played, she knew exactly what she was. She knew she was an ain't shit bitch.
Yes.
She knew it. She knew it. And she knew what her job was. I'm going to come here and I'm going to try to take these dudes for all that they got. Plain and simple. And the one dude that had that hold on her was a dude that she had been with since she was a little girl. And he already had her mind. He had her, like Ike Turner said, I'm in here, anime. He was up in here with her. So therefore he had that power over her because he knew just what it was that made her tick, and he knew how to pull her strings. So because of that, that's what he used in her, and she knew, well, shit, this is as good as I'm gonna get. This is all I'm gonna be, and he the only one that really know me. So I'm gonna be totally 100% loyal to him. Because if you look in the movie, look at how she died. She was in a cheap ass hotel and overdosed or whatever the case may be.
Yep, being whored out. But you remember, she even told him.
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Yeah, she said,
she
this what you got.
You
wanted this life for me. I didn't. She didn't even want that kid. That's what happened a lot of time when you fuck a hoe and get a hoe pregnant and try to turn that hoe into a wife. That hoe don't want shit that reminded her of that house that you had. She'll let you have that kid. Go on. You can have the baby. I'm good. Look at Rob. Rob is with the baby more than she is, remember? She don't like that life. She didn't want that life. She want that whole life.
Exactly.
She had a tattoo on her stomach that said whole life. No, I'm sorry. Whole life, baby!
I got that whole life tatted on my chest. Yeah, but and that's the thing. I think that Rob needed his father or that man in his life to say, you know what, Rob, I know you really like this girl, but she ain't what you want her to be. She's a whore. She is going to be a whore. She's going to stay a whore. And no matter what it is that you think you can do for her, give to her, buy her, she will continue to be who she is and what she is. And that's the thing that sometimes we need to hear. And we may not take that advice instantly, but when we see those signs and it's shown to us and revealed to us, oh shit, my dad was right. Let me back up off this bitch and be done with her and move to somebody else, because she is obviously just what he said she is.
What? I'm trying to feel some sympathy for her, because apparently she was trying to get back in with him as this was going down. I think maybe she had one foot in, one foot out. She was looking to better deal him as soon as she got him. She was looking to turn this into something better. I think she couldn't keep up the facade. I think something in her keeps trying to tell her to try to keep up the facade. There are many of us out there who know what's right and wrong, and we want to do right. It's just very difficult for us. I think that's her problem. What would you say to a man who's approaching a woman and already giving this woman the thing that we men give a woman, which is a damsel in distress? So he got this damsel in distress. And he felt it was his job to try and do it, and it would make him feel better. It's like some people take in stray dogs and it makes them feel better. He felt like if I brought in this stray dog, it would make me feel better.
Yeah.
What would you say to a man if he's doing this, though? What would you say to a man if you knew off top what you knew about her?
If she was a stray puppy, I would say you have a chance. And if you really care about her, then you can take a chance on a stray puppy. A stray dog, you can't train a grown dog. You just can't. You can get it to do a few things, but you can't train it to where it's a well-behaved dog. You can't take no dog that's 4 years old off the streets and bring him into your house and leave him for the day and go to work and come home and expect for your house to be intact. He gonna shit on your floor because he don't know the difference between a Persian rug and the concrete outside. He's gonna eat up and tear up all of your stuff because he don't know the difference between a Louis Vuitton purse and a Kmart bag, a Walmart purse. So it's like she didn't have the wherewithal to even understand where she was at or what she had an opportunity to be. She just wanted access. That's it. And I think that's where I don't see what you're trying to see in her. I don't see that. I see her wanting access because if Chyna
was $100 million, here's what I mean though. She had an opportunity if she just kept her mouth shut. Okay, look, she didn't have to do any of that shit. They had already broke up, and he was cool. All she had to do was to not make a fucking fool of him, and she couldn't do that. So at that point, there's something innate in you that allows you to just fuck your life up. I got family members like that no matter what you give them, they will fuck it up. And even when they have the best intentions, they fuck it up. For her, this is an outright fuck up that she didn't have to do. It would be like me breaking up with a girl and she's saying, I know we broke up, but if you still need a meal, you still need some head and blah, 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 I'm going to still give you this stuff. My homeboy, I've had a couple of homeboys who've been in polygamous kind of relationship or open relationships, and I keep thinking they lucky. But I've been in a couple, but not like this. Like one of my homeboys, he made it work, and they've been together for like 20 years now, and they've not had any problems. But another one, his girl only required him to not mess with another girl that he doesn't know or that she doesn't know about. He could go do whatever he wanted to. The only rule she asked him was, you just tell me. Do you know this fool refused to do it? He got caught up with this other girl who wasn't shit. Lost his wife and everything because he wanted to mess with that girl, who again wasn't shit. That girl wasn't going to give him the same leeway his wife was. Yet he said he fell in love with the idea of cheating. He said it lost its luster when he was no longer cheating, when his wife would allow him to do it. So he sabotaged something he didn't have to. She did the same thing. This dude let you walk. He was still paying for your stuff. All you had to do was not fuck this Negro the Carpathian. That's all you had to not do. And that's the first thing she did. There's a compulsion there, yes?
I absolutely believe that. I believe that there's a compulsion there, but I believe that there's a part of that to where you're compelled to do it because you can, and you have that power. When you're given that power to say, well, I can go and do this, even though it's fucked up, I'm going to do it because I have the power and the authority to do it. Because I know, and at the end of the day, where Rob is right now, there is nothing that she can do that will just totally sever him for her. He will not just wash his hands of her. The dude went from dropping shit on Instagram until the point that they cut off his Instagram. And then what did he do? He went right over to Twitter. He didn't even take a minute to say, well, damn, maybe I'm going off the rails to the point to where I didn't get my IG shut the fuck down. I'm Rob Kardashian. And they turned my shit off. He said, no, fuck that. Fuck them. I'm going over to Twitter and I'm going to keep doing the shit I was doing.
Because men, let me tell you, all y'all men need to understand, you can't hurt a hoe. Like, okay, that girl could have came over here and robbed everything out of my house. You think it's going to make a nigga not want to be with that hoe? She could have came over here and held me and my children at gunpoint. There's not going to be one man that say, I don't want to be with her now.
And she knows that.
There you go.
She knows that because she's a whore and she knows it. It's just like Harlem Nights. You remember when Sunshine had that boy, what was his name? Yeah, the white dude. Jimmy. I think his name was Jimmy. But anyway, she knew what she had in him as a mark. She knew that she had him. And it was to the point to where she knew she couldn't do any wrong. She knew she could be fucking Lady Heroin, and she knew that Jimmy would still be there. And she just kept playing it and playing it and playing that role until it was time to and she left that motherfucker high and dry.
Yeah, the way he could be killed, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like she knew exactly what she had in him. She could have been like, hey, I can live out the rest of my days with this dude. He would worship the ground that I walk on because of this sunshine pussy that I got and I could put on him. And what did she do? She pushed the envelope. She was getting ready to leave after putting that thing on him and said, Jimmy, I think I'm falling in love with you. Because she knew that that was that last thing that would put him in that position to where she is in complete control. And I know for a fact that Chyna has done the same thing. Whether she done sucked his dick, played with his ass, whatever it is that she did, she knew what it would take to get him to that point. And that's why she's doing what she wants to do, because she knows she can. She has manipulated him to the point to where not only do I have this baby, I got his mind too. Look at what he was doing on. I mean, the average dude, if that would have been me and she would have did that, I would have been mad and irate and heartbroken and all that. But I'd have been like, damn, she played the fuck out of me. And that's where I would have been coming from. He was still talking about in his text, I'ma still support you. I still love you, even though you didn't fucking
Wait, he was?
Yes.
I see.
He was still talking about that. How much he still was like there for her. How he still wanted to support her because of in spite of all of the fuck shit she was doing.
You know what? Simps like me and Rob Kardashian, because I came up with the word because of myself. Simps like me and Rob Kardashian, we honestly believe that if we tell a woman, you can run over me and I'll still be there for you, that they're going to be like, well, shit, that's what I want. We do. If there are any other men or women out there who can be honest with us right now, we're about to open up the lines. Be honest with me. Have you ever done that? I'm laying it out on the table. I've been that dude that said, no matter what you've done, I'll take you back. I wasn't, I'm up there singing Miles J when I'm at home. You know, you pick me up and you put me down in front of all my best friends. You seem to love to show yourself, yes, front of all the other men. Yeah. You tell your girls that I don't mind, yes. And you got such a good thing. But one day soon you're gonna find, girl, this fool of yours is missing, baby. I've been a fool for you, been a fool, bitch. You gave me the runaround and the crabs.
Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus! Oh.
But if you think about it, like you just up there thinking, cause why did you gotta tell this girl this? Cause you want her back. Cause you would just leave. But you telling her, I've been a fool. Cause you hoping she'll say, you're right, you've done so much for me, I'm gonna take you back.
Right.
And that's a flawed mentality. And I'm one with that flawed mentality. I'm sorry, I am. Thinking that I could tell you, look at all the shit I've done for you. And the bitch be like, yeah, because you stupid. What's the fine line between that and actually getting a real response?
I think that when you give a person yourself and you go all in with your emotions and your feelings and your heart and your soul, your time, your energy, your resources, when you give all of that to a person and a person is worthy, I think that's where you find true love. And I think that's where you can build with that person and build a life. However, when you give all of that to a person that's unworthy of that, that's where you put yourself in a vulnerable position to be hurt. And we tend to do that when we don't think highly enough of ourselves. And like you talked about before, I totally agree with this. I believe that Rob is in such a place of depression and has such low self-esteem that he was willing to put all of that he is into a person who he deep down inside knows didn't truly mean him any good, but he was hoping that if I give my all, that she'll turn around. And even when she didn't, when he saw her the first time and she cheated, he didn't say, well, let me get my shit together and let me see where the fuck I'm at because she don't appreciate me. He didn't do that. He put on the Michael McDonald and said, you belong to me. In this life, anyone can tell. What do you need to know? You should know you'll always be the one. You belong to me. Tell them you were fooling. You belong to me. Oh, you belong to me. And she was like, did this nigga just play You Belong to Me after I sucked this nigga dick?
He turned into Michael Jackson. Girlfriend, we're gonna tell your boyfriend. Yeah, tell him exactly what we. Cause Mike was trying to force that bitch to leave her man. She was like, exactly. You just a side nigga. I'm cheating. I'm telling. Tell him what he needs to know.
That's it. And that's what she saw. And she's like you said, that sense that you got about somebody, she saw that the first time she fucked around on him, she saw what he did, and she said, oh, okay, I got the green light. So I know I could do it because I got him right where I want him. Plain and simple. And she took advantage. That's exactly what she did. She took advantage, and she knew that once I got this baby, I'm good. He ain't gonna never go nowhere. No matter what he do, no matter what happens in life, I know I always got this dude. I'm gonna have some type of connection where I can get him for. Because at the end of the day, if she turned the tables on this dude and wanted to sue for custody and all that, court's gonna back her 100%. And now he got to cut her a check every month. Mm-hmm. It's the name of the game.
We're about to go to the phone lines, and guys, you can call in. The number is 347. God damn it, I'm keep putting the old number. The number is 219-943-3362. I gotta get my old damn number back. You guys can call in.
What the hell is going on with the likes?
I don't know. We slipping with the likes. Come on, y'all, hit us up with some of these likes on both channels where y'all at. We probably gonna shut down one and go to the second one. So if y'all smart, y'all need to go to the second one. But I want to know from you before we answer the phones, because somebody wrote in the comment section and it sounded like it is me. They said, from one lame to another. And I was like, that sound like me. He said, but from one lame to another. Rob Kardashian was stupid, but I feel sorry for him. I'm in that thing because I can see a lot of myself in him. But why couldn't he see himself? And I don't want to get too deep into that. That's why I'm playing around with the question, because I want to do a show where we just address depression by itself.
Okay.
But why couldn't he feel for himself enough? Because when he came out and was talking about she done cheated several times, I'm like, dude, you think saying this publicly is going to make her come back? But I know that feeling. He honestly does. He thinks he can shame her to where men would not want her, and he will take her back as a broken figure as long as he can have her. Where does that mentality come from? Well, we're like, I want to break this person down so much that won't nobody want her, and she'll have to come back to me, and I'll be happy to take her.
I think that he is. I've said this before to a couple of my friends, and I said that when you go to the zoo, and I might even say it on here, if you go to the zoo and you see the tiger cage, do you go in it? Most people say, no, I ain't gonna go in the tiger cage. Okay, so you ain't gonna go in there, right? But let's just say life puts you in a position where you actually in the tiger cage. You in the cage with a goddamn tiger. Are you gonna try to befriend that tiger and be nice to that tiger? No, you wouldn't, because it's a tiger. And no matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter how nice you try to be to that tiger, if that tiger's hungry, that tiger's gonna kill your ass because it's a tiger. And I believe that Rob, he didn't realize that he was dealing with a fucking tiger. She does not come from where he's from. He comes from a family environment. The women there, even though they some goddamn freaks and they just do what they do, they still have common sense to the point to say, okay, you know, when I'm having a kid,
they know how to play the game.
Mother, yeah, I need to get my shit together and I need to be a more respectable woman and do shit, you know, the right way and at least not embarrass myself at the very least. Even though I may have a wild moment or a fucked up moment, I'm not just gonna intentionally embarrass myself at the end of the day. So it's like those are the things that he's used to.
Right.
He went and he's dealing with a ratchet, and he ain't never dealt with no ratchet woman. He may have seen one, he may have heard of people who done talked to him and all that kind of stuff, but because he thinks he's in that in crowd and he's on the scene, he thought that she would have reverence and respect for who he was, and she didn't, because she's a fucking tiger. She didn't even realize the opportunity that she had. She didn't even want to realize who she could become and how she could reinvent herself because she likes being a fucking tiger.
I think that's where you're wrong. I think this motherfucker was like Steve Irwin. You know how white boys, he knows he's a tiger. He got up in there and white people feel like he the fucking grizzly bear, the grizzly man. He thought he was the niggly man.
He came up out the bush.
Right.
Look at her right there, mate.
He figured, he thought the grizzly man, when he, on his videos before that bear ate his ass up, he was bragging about how you could talk to them, that they're just like people. And all you got to do is, this motherfucker said, look in their eyes, you can see their soul. Motherfucker thought he was Bone Thugs in Harmony and shit. Look into his eyes. Tell me what it is you see. Like, I believe he really thought he was the whore whisperer. That he could talk to this bitch. Oh, she just needs a good talking to. She's never had a good man. And I'm going to tell you something. You may not have known this. The majority of black women sell that shit to non-black men. That they've never experienced a good man. And if they experienced a loving man and a good man, then they could be that same thing. And I think she sold that shit to him. That she had never been given a good man. And them white dudes fall for that shit all the time. And if it's some black women out there that's willing to tell me the damn truth, they know they sell that shit to them white men. Look at how they become docile. They say, I've never had a... Listen to what Serena Williams said. Listen to what all of them say. They sell that shit to them white men because they know them white men want to walk into the niggly bear cage and they want to sit up there, look into that niggly's eyes, and they want to turn it into a domesticated animal.
Exactly. And look at Eve. Like you always talk about Eve. She turned her shit all the way around, right? My thing is, I think with her, I think that his sisters saw like, this bitch.
That's right.
Ain't trying to do shit. This bitch is a tiger.
Hoes no hoes. It doesn't matter the color of hoes. Hoes no hoes.
And I think that they told Rob that shit. I guarantee you his sisters told him. And I'm not talking about with everything that's going on right now today. I'm talking about that first time they probably saw her or somebody saw her and told them that she was on some fuck shit in a club or with this dude or with that dude. And they saw it and they probably proved it to him. Say, look, Rob, such and such told me, took a picture and saw this, and they sent it to me and said that she was fucking this dude and she was all up on this dude at the club. And Rob was like, well, you don't know that for sure. And that's because she looked at Rob and said, Rob, I think I'm falling in love with you.
And she said, Rob, I've never been given a real...
Like...
And she told him, I've never been given a real chance. You can sell that, and then you got to add on this little caveat to that. Not only was she able to sell him, I've never been given a real chance. I've never been a real bitch. And so he said, cut the strings. He just...
Once had strings, but now I'm free. There are no strings on me.
He's fucked up.
Yes. And see, like the first time that you would talk, the first time that happened, I would agree with you. I'm sure that this is probably dude number 8 or 9. I'm sure that this is dude number 8 or 9 down the line. Because if she's willing to go on social media like this and let that shit get out like that, then I'm sure there have been plenty of others that have been behind the scenes, that have been the last dude for we leave the club, she gonna go home with them as opposed to going back to the mansion with Rob at, and then left Rob ass up till 4 in the morning waiting on her to come home. I'm sure she's done it because of the type of shit that she's doing now. And that's why I don't think that she's playing that role no more. She's not being that, oh, if I could just have somebody who could love me.
Oh, no, I'm not saying she's doing it now. Where he's at now is in the money pit situation. What happens when you bought this property and you don't put in so much money into that property and everybody saw you chucking money into that property? Now you just now it's saving face. I'm trying to save face. Please change, bitch, because you've embarrassed me.
Right.
See, that's what it was. He's thrown so much. Why do you think he keeps talking about what he's thrown in here?
Yes. Okay.
I gave you $100,000. I paid your rent. I fixed your body. I. That motherfucker sound like what was his name? The nigga that said I would play the fucking funky dividends. I. The world is very different now.
Yeah. So then we on the same page with that. So because I definitely believe that now he's so far gone to where he's like, well, fuck it, I'm all in right now. So shit, I gotta let it ride.
Right.
Yeah, he letting it ride now. So he's staying all in with it. Yes.
He just pushed the rest of his chips on the table. He said, well, fuck it here, because I want to get my money back. I want to at least get back what I put in, and I think that's what he's trying to do now. Because I think, let me tell you something, and I'll see when we go to the phone lines. And the lines are open now. Call in. I honestly think that if he were to get her back and she were to not be a hoe and she were to say, you were right, you were perfect for me, he would resent the shit out of this woman. So that goes to the second chance aspect. I think sometimes giving somebody a second chance has nothing to do with if you've changed too. Because you may be giving somebody a second chance that wants to harm you like you harmed them.
Harm them, yes. Absolutely. I totally agree with that. I think that sometimes you can't have your second chance with the same person. Sometimes you have to have that second chance that you're going to give yourself, or that second opportunity to reinvent yourself or to become a better you. I think that sometimes you have to remove yourself from the people in your past, because those people will keep you and they won't forgive you for your past. They won't let you move beyond your past. Absolutely.
Hey, and somebody in the chat room let us know that was 3 times dope. I hate when I forget. I was like, I knew the song. I even knew the part of it, but I couldn't remember that what it was. We don't receive no dividends.
Yeah.
When I first met you, you was the greatest man alive.
Oh, man.
I'm gonna listen to that song when the show is over. I used to love that song. But we're about to go to the phone lines now. So what we got to do, guys, I'm gonna play a little song for them as I open up the lines. So, guys, the number is on the screen. If you haven't called in, go ahead and call in now. Let me go ahead and, because it started to ring and shit. So I have to try to drown out the ring.
British lady.
Yeah,
Blog Talk Radio.
Right, I'm trying to drown out this shit with some music and hoping y'all go buy it at the same time. I mean, this shit, it's a hood way of doing shit, but it's just the way I have to do it to just expand my damn time. I ain't got a lot of y'all motherfuckers. ain't got a lot of you bitches.
God damn it.
So I'm gonna let y'all hear this while I get the shit set up. And this is damn it, man, I don't even see it. Yeah, Dick Jones, that's it. Play that one. That's a jam.
Dick Jones.
You are now in the house. bottle of more. If you a G, turn around and talk the shit out of her like Big Jones. Big Jones, that's a super Big Jones. Big Jones, they call me Big Jones, president of OCP. It ain't a hoe out there for real that don't know about me. I'm Dick Jones, but I'm not the one from RoboCop, but I'm the one that's keeping your hoe hot up in your spot. Chillin' while I'm on vacation. I'm trying to go places, but niggas just won't stop hating on Dick Jones. I like them light brown, skinny or big bone. The type of chick I can go with the dick on, but I ain't gon' trick for ya. Man, he a player. Yeah, that's dick for ya and dick for ya. It's all I gotta give to ya. I fuck with her, but you the one that live with her. So here's what a player like me a do. Spit game at her to get it in my vehicle, and she'll do anything that I tell her. So don't be tryna hate me, just relate to a fella and drop a willing, pop a collar, pop a bottle of more. If you a G, make a pop that pussy down to the floor like Dick Jones. Dick Jones, Dick Jones, Dick Jones. Pop a willing, pop a collar, pop a bottle of more. If you a G, turn around and talk the shit out of a hoe like Dick Jones. Dick Jones, Dick Jones, Dick Jones. They call me Dick Jones, president of OCP. It ain't a hoe out there for real that don't know about me. I'm Dick Jones, but I'm not the one from up in Detroit, but I'm the one that play these girls like a sport. And when I'm on the court, I be hitting nothing but aces. You nothing up in places, I be nothing up in their faces. I'm Dick Jones, and ain't no sense in me lying, my dick long. And if we grow on the ride, then get on. But I ain't gon' sweat ya, I bet ya I keep hoes in line looking at your sketch ass T-Rone. I better get that skinny bitch Keyshawn. She violated my home, bitch, you wrong. And if I see you on the streets, I'ma beat your fucking ass with the white meat. So it's on. But back to the situation at hand by Dick Jones, baby, yo, I'm the man. So pop a willing, pop a collar, pop a bottle of more. If you a G, make a pop that pussy down to the floor like Dick Jones. Dick Jones, Dick Jones, Dick Jones. Pop a willing, pop a collar, pop a bottle of more. If you a G, turn around and pop the shit out of a hoe like Dick Jones. Dick Jones, Dick Jones, Dick Jones. They call me Dick Jones, dick longer than 4 summers. You pushing 4 Hummers, I be laying more pipe than 4 plumbers. Up in 4 babies, mamas, and 3 best friends. 2 of them freaking this weekend up at the West End. One of them man found out and he was heated, dawg. You know I had to play Michael Jackson and beat it, dawg. Cause drama, I ain't with it, but niggas, they don't get it. My nana spit it, yelling, don't stop, get it, get it. They call me Richard, but Dick's my nickname. And ladies know a nigga be quick to spit game. Everything that you spit at a chick, the shit's lame. When I fuck, I can give a fuck if the bitch came. Cause it's all about me. I don't care if I see you smile again. I ain't BBD, I'm DIC. K to the JONES. Yes, I'm that nigga that these hoes expect to. Pop a collar, pop a bottle of more. If you a G, make a pop that pussy down to the floor like Dick Jones. Dick Jones, Dick Jones, Dick Jones. Pop a collar, pop a bottle of more. If you a G, turn around and pop the shit out of a hoe like Dick Jones. Dick Jones, Dick Jones, Dick Jones. Pop a collar, pop a bottle of more. If you a G, make a pop that pussy down to the floor like Dick Jones. Dick Jones, Dick Jones, Dick Jones. Pop a collar, pop a bottle of more. If you a G, turn around and pop the shit out of a hoe like Dick Jones. Dick Jones, Dick Jones, Dick Jones. Yeah. And this song goes out to the whole Jones family. My nigga William Jones, aka Billy, aka Tony Vegas. My nigga
Alrighty then, here we go. Guys, give me 1 second. What we're going to do is go live again. Yes. All right, we're back. Thank you guys for joining the show. Everybody's on the line. They can hear us and we can hear you. So thank you guys for joining the show. That was Dick Jones. Quit asking me if that was really me rapping. Who the fuck else it sound like? Motherfucker sound like me when I hear it. Anyway, it ain't. You can't say it's nobody else because it wasn't me. Y'all have been able to find that song somewhere and been able to, all these years and be like, the nigga was lying. Somebody would have showed up and been like, that nigga stole my song. What have happened? Somebody would have said by now that was not him rapping. I've never understood why people do that. I'm like, shit, you could tell it ain't me. Somebody came out and told it. But I'd like to thank all of you guys for joining us here and calling in, and everybody that's on the line. I look forward to having a conversation with you about this idea of can you turn a hoe into a housewife. So I'm going to ask you before we go to the phone lines. I know it's not as simple as yes or no, so we're going to get into it more with the phone calls and everybody to call us about situations they may have been in like this. But can you turn a perceived hoe into a housewife?
I'm going to say yes.
Right.
I'm going to say yes.
We'll get deeper into it in a little while.
Yep, absolutely. A lot of circumstances to it, but I think yes.
All right. Second part of it. Second chances. Now, I want you to be in depth on this one before I go to the phone calls. When do you give second chances? If you had to factor and weigh stuff down, what are the factors you would factor in to giving a second chance?
I would probably say one of the first things is going to be you have to be able to acknowledge who you are and what you've done. You have to be able to do that first and foremost. In order to get that second chance, you have to realize what you've done and where you went wrong so that you can begin to rehab that part of yourself. So you can't just say, I just want somebody to give me a second chance, and that's just it. You have to want a second chance because you want to be better yourself, and then you have to be willing to prove yourself in order to be deserving of that second chance. So it's just like I had someone who sent me a message about somebody who was cheating, right? And they wanted to know, should they give this person a second chance? And I said, well, that depends on the preference in which they cheated. If they did it and it was an honest mistake, and you can clearly see that they were sorry for what they've done, and they, want to, make things better and make themselves better so that they won't do that again, that's one thing. However, if it's somebody who just say, oh, well, everybody make mistakes, shit, can't you forgive me? Then that's somebody who don't have no type of remorse for what it is that they've done, and they're not trying to change themselves. They're just trying to get back into your graces that they were in beforehand. So you have to be able to weigh that. You have to be able to assess what a person is what they're going to do once you do give them that second chance, and you have to watch what they do. I always say, listen to what people say, but watch what they do, because what a person does is who a person truly is. Mm-hmm. So you can see that as that goes along. So if a person can prove themselves that way, if they're willing to prove themselves that way and go through the motions of earning your trust and being able to earn that second chance, then they are definitely deserving of it. But you have to constantly be willing to evaluate them and what their actions are to make sure that they're worthy of that second chance.
And I'm going to answer it before we go to the lines. And I'm going to say, no, you cannot turn a hoe into a housewife.
Why?
I'll elaborate on that just real quick. Because the hoe has to turn herself into housewife material. So, if she was if she was a hoe and you met her as a hoe, you ain't going to be able to turn that woman into something else. But if that woman realizes she no longer wants to be a hoe and she turns herself into a housewife, or housewife material, you will view her that way. You will be able to easily place that round peg in that round hole, even though when that peg was first got out of the damn machine, it was square. It's just somebody sanded them motherfucking edges down over the years, got it smooth, and it went from being square to round. Boy, don't make me do it.
You gotta say that one more time. I just learned some shit right now.
You can't turn a hoe into a housewife, but you can watch that damn hoe turn herself into housewife material. She might have been a square peg when you first met her or when somebody else met her, but if she gets enough sanding down without you doing the sanding, because she got to run herself through that process. She's got to believe that that process is something that she wants to do. So that change is you up in Chicago. Who turned Michael Jordan into a shooter? He did.
Did. Yep.
That hoe has got to say, my hoeing years is over. And you know why I know that and where I got that from? Because I watched white women do it when I was in high school, college, and then when they got out, them hoes changed. Them motherfuckers ran away from their past. They act like their past didn't exist. They literally became a different bitch. A lot of white hoes would move cities because they knew everybody knew they was hoes at that college. They enjoyed themselves in the college. They did all the whole shit they did. When they was out of that damn hoeing, they went to something else. It's like the girl who was at my house, the chef. You could believe in your mind you could turn this into a legitimate woman. But if she wanted to be a legitimate woman, how would she have carried herself? See, you can't tell somebody, don't cuss in front of my kids. They're supposed to know not to cuss in front of your kids. You can't tell somebody to clean up behind yourself. They're supposed to already know how to clean up behind themselves. Now, they may have not cleaned up behind themselves in their early 20s, but if they figured out at a certain point in time, I want something different, so I got to be different to get different. That's the scary part about a lot of people, because they don't want to be different, but they want to get different. It's the idea of what? Insanity. You want to keep doing the same thing and get something different. There are a lot of dudes that want to keep being jackasses and wonder why they can't pick a good woman or get a good woman in their life. Well, what you're putting out, you're getting it back.
Ladies and gentlemen, the whore has become the guru.
Every now and again, I know a little bit of something. I tell people that's why they pay me to talk to me. I know something. It's just doing it is the problem. I know a lot of shit.
I like that, man. I like that.
The concept behind a lot of it is, and that's what I do when I'm giving people counseling. I just try to give you aha moments. And within those aha moments, you have to say to yourself, well, how can I put that aha into my life?
Yep.
And sometimes when you want to put the aha into your life, you got to sit back and realize what you want to take on. And if it's somebody in your life, you got to say, do you want to take on me? Take me on. You see, I did that.
Take on me.
I'll be gone in a day or two, bitch. In a day or two, I'll be gone. But you got to stop, and that's what you have to think about yourself. You need to say, a lot of the solutions to the problems I have are very simple. And the simplest thing is to realize, no, you cannot turn a hoe into a housewife, because what you're trying to do is convince somebody to not be what they're comfortable being. But if that person is no longer comfortable being it, then they will make the changes. And then it will be easy for you to receive that one who used to be a hoe. That's why I can accept a woman's past, but it has to be her past. Right. If you tell me, that girl sucked 19 dicks when she was 17. I said, 19? Bitch walking around looking like Slimer with all them dicks at the club. Just
where you get the number 19 from? He just found that shit.
Looking like Slimer after he done got into that hot dog cart in the Subway. They just...
Well, let me ask you this before, real quick. Mm-hmm. So what do you think Chyna thinks when she's at home or at somebody's hotel or in somebody's backseat of their car, wherever the fuck she's at, when it's just her before she goes to sleep? What do you think that she thinks about herself?
I don't think she's happy, but I don't think she knows anything else. I think she's like the Tim Tebow of dating. Tim Tebow wasn't happy with his throwing motion, but he had been doing it for so many years and it had made him successful. He wanted to keep doing it even though he had gotten to the level in which it was no longer making him successful. Because in his mind, it was making him successful because he was still winning the game every now and again. It was what got him out of the league because he couldn't change. And I think that's her. I think for a second, something seems like it's working. As soon as she falls into the pressure of it's not working, she goes right back to what she knows.
Well, and I think that Tim Tebow, in his own mind, I think he still realized, though, that in spite of what he was doing or willing or not willing to do, I think that he realized that he still had a good part of him that was still viable and marketable as a person to be in the spotlight.
But that's what she's doing, though. Like Tim Tebow right now, he's in baseball. Like Tim Tebow right now, he's actually, they said he's doing all right playing baseball. Nobody thought he could do it, but they said he's doing all right in the Mets farm system. But here's the issue. Tim Tebow had to come to a realization that they weren't even trying to put him on TV like that. He thought he had so many options, and they weren't. So sometimes people have to have everything stripped from them to where they're forced to change. Right now, she doesn't have everything stripped from her because she's going to always be a hood nigga's dream.
Okay, that's what that thing is for her. Mm-hmm. I got
She's not a good nigga's dream, but she'll stay a hood nigga's dream. And she'll be able to cross over into a good nigga every now and again because a good nigga knows.
Very true.
A lot of good niggas would like to have hood bitches. I ain't gonna lie, I kind of want a bitch with a fat ass and all this shit. Like, I can walk around, niggas be like, damn, that shit is nice. But then you have to deal with the other shit that comes along with it. Now, a real man knows you can't walk around with a woman with no fat ass and make that woman into your wife. It just won't work. Because there's too many wrong, unless she was not in that environment to accept the compliments that come along with the fat ass. Meaning if she was in a prestigious upper class, blah, 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 where they didn't throw their shit at big asses, then it wouldn't bother her like that. But if she comes from a background where niggas was always going, damn, look at that ass, damn. Even if you get with that girl, them thug niggas can still fuck your girl. Because guess who used to fuck your girl before you was fucking your girl? Them.
Right.
So she's used to that.
Yep.
It's not hard for a woman. It's not hard for a gambler to relapse into gambling. It's not hard for a sex addict to relapse into sex. It's not hard for a cocaine addict to relapse into cocaine. It isn't. And most women who walk around with these ridiculous shapes and fat ass, they get hit on by hood niggas and they get fucked a lot. And what happens is, even when they change environments or they change, when they get nervous like Tim Tebow and the pocket is collapsing, they fall into the same throwing motion that got them there. Yep. And those women, when you get into an argument with that girl with that fat ass, a normal wife will go upstairs. This bitch go to the bar. Some of y'all fellas know what I'm talking about. Y'all been with a girl like that. You get mad at her. She don't go upstairs. She don't start cooking and cleaning to get the shit off her mind. She go out and have a drink with the girls. I'll be back when I get back. Right. And she throw on that shit with that fat ass out there. And she go to the club. And every nigga that's trying to fuck with her. And that made her feel good. Well, Blac Chyna is a hood nigga's wife. Not a good nigga's wife. Yeah. So a hood nigga's gonna constantly be getting at her. And look what she left for what she left it for. That hood nigga was able to fuck her and do nothing for her. All while that good nigga was doing everything for her. Because when a woman will tell her man, right after she have a baby, I need to see a surgeon to get my body back, that bitch ain't shit. Right. The only thing that matters to her is that niggas think she got a fat ass.
Yep. Yeah. Tiger needs a tiger handler.
That's right. And that's why you can see the difference between Kim Kardashian and everybody else. Notice who Kim Kardashian dated. That's why black chicks were mad at Kim Kardashian. You didn't see Kim Kardashian walking around with no motherfucking thug, even though thugs wanted to fuck with her. You didn't see her with them. She kept being with niggas that was worth a fuck. Yep. Think about it. She kept being with dudes that weren't even wild-ass dudes.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's easy to turn that woman into a housewife. Because she ain't going to go out and fuck the thugs that's been hollering at her. She ain't going to fuck the nigga in the Bentley. But them hood bitches who always got their ass out on Instagram, who always, when they saying, who you can say foul shit and get her to smile at it, that's a grimy bitch. And a grimy bitch will take low-level compliments.
Yes. Very true.
You ready to go to them phone lines?
Let's do it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the phone lines are open. The number is 213-943-3362. If for some reason the lines are acting a fool when you try to call in, email me and I will bring you in. I'll call you in. Right now, we're going to bring in 914 as the conversation is about, can you turn a hoe into a housewife, and when do you give a second chance? Hello.
Why do I have to be the first person, Tommy? I didn't want to be the first person. I wanted to hear other people. But I'm going to ask you, why did you sing my favorite Miles J song?
That song is the jam, ain't it?
Now you need to, at the end of it, do Let's Start Over.
Back to the way
when
things were.
When you change the hoe, you got to start the song. Okay, I'm listening.
But wait a minute. I'm glad you said that, because that song was about both of us cheating. Let's forget about him, and I'll forget about her.
Yep.
What was that part again?
I can't have the flashback. The flashbacks of the music bring back bad memories. I'm mad at you for a lot of reasons.
Why is that?
But I didn't like some of the stuff you did last night. I understood it. I just didn't like it. I just here's my thing. I understand you're men, but you kind of create the problem. It starts with you, and I don't know if what's going on between them is actually real or if they're just playing us for fools.
Who?
I don't have sympathy for either of them.
Oh, you're mad at me
dumbass,
because of the
she's
way
a
I
whore.
addressed that, the Rob Kardashian?
No, the girl last night and all the...
All her fuckery? What was wrong
Yeah,
about
I'm
that?
curious about that. Go ahead. I'll give you the floor.
Yeah,
What did I do wrong?
Okay. I'm going to say I understand why you got upset and said what you said because people were talking about your child. I got that. But that baby of hers, its life is already ruined, and it's like kicking a baby. You just can't kick the baby. I mean, there's many things you could have said to her alone without bringing the baby in. That's all.
No, hey, look, hey.
She wasn't pretty.
Hey, there's always
Her hair
people that's going to say,
probably is disgusting.
look,
She's
there's
probably bald.
always people that's going to say that there's something else I should have said in retaliation to that person. But here's the
Well,
one
I
thing.
said that. I said I understood,
No.
because you're the one who's having it said to you. You
Well-
know? It's honest,
Well,
I don't know what I would do.
Well,
I would
here's the
probably
thing.
smack the baby.
I'm not one of
different.
those people that believe that because a nigga's a midget, I can't say that he's a midget. I'm not. I've never been that. If you
Well,
listen
you
to my
can't
show
pick
for
on a
years.
midget because they're midgets.
No.
A baby
What I'm saying is,
just a baby.
that boy ain't no baby. That boy was big.
He's a baby. He got the mind of like a slut.
There you go. That's like me saying a midget's a
But I
midget.
could do it because I wasn't in an argument with her.
No.
Like,
But
you
I'm saying,
understand
but
what
that's
I'm
like me saying a midget is if a midget's fucking 40, but this nigga is 3 feet tall. I might call him a baby. That's a baby. You can't say that about this baby. That motherfucker
I know,
grown.
but I don't like midgets, so I don't care.
And
what
I'm
you do
afraid
with
of
midgets.
them. So see, but
I know,
what about
but
if somebody
I
who's
see them
calling
on
in
the
got a
TV
midget?
And I'm like, what the hell? Like, they shouldn't do that stuff.
But
anyway,
there's
so
somebody
just kinda
there's somebody
moving on.
who's calling in right now or watching who got a midget in their family like this fucked up, Tommy. I just donated to you. You going off on midgets, nigga.
Oh,
I am a midget.
It's not everything. You know what? You're going to talk about some girl's nasty vagina, and she's going to be upset. There's a girl listening to you right now with a nasty vagina.
There's fat
Just- it
bitches
is.
who
It is
donate
what
to
it
me
is.
and get mad when I talk about fat bitches. But I stay true to who I am, and I understand if there's a reason to change it. I know the child had nothing to do with where they are. But when
Yes, and I understood that. That's why I said I was upset with you, but I understood. I'm not here to
Well,
lecture
let
you. I'm
me
just saying-
ask you this. Let me ask you this. Do you think that child feelings is hurt?
Well, here's the thing. I don't know anything about the child, and they're
Your
actually,
Honor,
I'm going to
Your Honor,
tell you,
Your Honor.
there's a similar story.
Your
There's
Honor,
a
Your
similar
Honor.
story to a baby.
I request permission to treat the witness as hostile. Do you think that
I
that
couldn't
child
answer the question.
was hurt by what was said?
yeah, he's just asking for your opinion. Just render an opinion.
If the child understands, because I don't think she's the type of mother that would not tell her children stuff. You see,
Wait.
she's going to be
Do you
friends
think
with her
that
kids.
Nope. You dodging my question.
Yep.
Do you think
I
that
don't
that
think I am.
child was upset with what was said?
I can't really answer to somebody else's feelings.
But
I don't
to-
know what the child knows
To your
or
knowledge-
doesn't
to
know.
the best
If
of
he
wait, to the
understands,
best
I
of
would
your
be upset.
knowledge, to the best of your knowledge, and from what you saw, do you think that the child was upset with what was said? From what you know of the situation,
Probably not, because I don't know the child's mind functioning. He just might, he
Exactly.
might have an okay mind. And I don't
Ex-
know if she's not the type of woman, because she was cursing in front of kids, correct?
exactly.
Was that
Okay,
not the
so
case
so
for
here's
most
what
of
I'm
the live
saying.
stream?
If we can agree that that child was probably not upset with what was said, that child shouldn't even been in that conversation or been able to be in a position to hear that conversation because this was an adult conversation, period. So that child wouldn't have any
That's what I was saying to you,
feeling one way or the other about this. So what you're upset about is the fact that what was said about that child, the mother heard it and she was upset. But at the end of the day, you're talking about grown people having an adult conversation. This isn't hurting the child. This is just upsetting you. It's just like somebody who's called fat. If you see a kid and say that that kid's fat, then that's not going to hurt that kid if that kid don't hear it.
Somebody
it's
has
a
to
moot
tell
point.
her.
Right, and I think I'm not disagreeing with you on any of that, and I don't really care about her feelings. I mean, the minute that she said anything about his daughters, it was wrong, especially when all of the things she was saying could have equated to her. And I'm only saying in the sense that, as you being a very educated person and a very thoughtful person most of the time, but I said I understood that you were upset during the time, and that's why.
You just gave me
I'm gonna give you
Hey, wait.
Tom, you can't take a compliment?
No, you just gave me a title that I didn't earn. A nigga retired and they gave me the title. Like, I didn't beat nobody to get this one.
He got that by default. He just fell ass
Nice
backwards
to you.
into
You
that.
don't deserve it. You like to be treated bad. That's your problem.
No. You're saying
No.
you can look at the songs I make. They are witty, but when you use the word thoughtful as if apparently I'm like this sweet guy.
No, see, no. You, again, now you're in your sensitive emotions. No. I on another side, people think I'm like the devil. I think I'm a very thoughtful person. I think I'm a very nice person. Not everybody else agrees with it, and just because you're not nice the way people think you should be. I think you help people when they need it.
Wait, here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying with that. Nobody should really, the focus of what was said about both children on both sides, that had nothing to do with the children. Those were adults having a conversation amongst adults, and whatever it is they were saying is what they were saying. However, those children should not be in a position to hear adult conversation. Now, if Tommy was face to face with her and was going down the line talking about her kids, and she was going down the line talking about his kids, totally different situation.
She just said that I was in my
ask-
feelings. I'm really hurt about that. All I asked was a simple question. I said, I don't remember at any point in time. When you say thoughtful, that does not mean that you are someone. If I would assume the way you were trying to use it was that I tiptoe around stuff to get a point across, and I'm literally have been described.
I've heard
But
you
no.
talk
But
to
what I'm
people
saying
on
is
the phone.
no. But I'm saying what I've been known for is being a fucking sledgehammer.
I wanna be
The people who call into your show who don't deserve it.
sledgehammer.
I'm a sledgehammer to someone who sets up
You
there.
want to be, but you're not.
No,
Okay, stop it.
once
You're
you-
a cuddly little bear. Stop it.
Once
You're
you
not.
tell me I love those little
and I'm
girls.
going to turn you into that. That's what I'm
I
gonna
love
do.
those
I'll call you
little
all the
girls.
time, and I'm gonna change
Wait a minute, you said I'm a
'Cause I
teddy
can
bear.
change a man.
Okay, I'll be that bear. But go fuck with a bear's cubs and see what happens.
Exactly.
You remember, I let her get away with a lot of shit until she went
You
there.
did, and see, that was the point. I even tempered it at the beginning to say I understood. I said I didn't like it, but I understood.
Because I wanted to
wasn't
say it,
in that
but
position.
I just said something that I had wanted to say in the first place. I'm sorry. I think a lot of these kids are slow because of what they're doing to them. I just do.
Well, yes, and you know what? Guess what? With 5 kids, you're definitely going to end up with a gay one, a retarded one, and one locked up in prison. That's just the odds. If she keeps popping out babies, one of them might actually
Especially
become the
one on
president.
top
I
of
don't
each
know.
other like that. I in the South, a lot of those old black women used and white ones too would give birth to like 9, 10 motherfuckers in a row. What would happen to one of them? One of them motherfuckers would come out just very, very slow. Look at the Kennedys. They had one. They tried to hide that kid because it was slow. But look how many they had. He just kept having them. So
But I think when it was all said and done, and then I want to move on to hoes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that the problem is she got the attention she wanted, and you kept calling her a woman when I'm going to say something mean. To me, she's just a roach. She's just shitting out babies. She's not a woman. Don't call her a woman. Call her what she is.
she's not even a
Okay,
woman.
so here's my thing with that. If you go along with what you're saying, for you to call her a roach, I think the problem with the whole situation that there's only one person who was trying to step on the goddamn thing. Everybody else was trying to let the fucking roach be a roach and trying to name the roach, trying to encourage the roach, feed the roach, and take care of the fucking roach. That's the problem.
And you know what? But that's a whole bigger system. And he talked to a whole bunch of people yesterday, and a lot of them were good. Some of them annoyed the hell out of me because you know that. I've told you that. I can't deal with dumb people. But you have to start when the kids are younger. I mean, if you told girls they can sleep around and do what they want and they can't be judged for it, they can be anything they want, no one can tell them anything, that's already started. That's in school. Even your daughters hear that. Whereas little boys, and especially little boys of color, they want to medicate them, make them sit in a corner, put them in detention, put them in special classes. The boys are being destroyed in the schools, in the homes. They don't know who their fathers are. I mean,
yeah, but
so
you have to draw. No, see, this is the thing. This is the thing that people are missing. We have to draw a line in the sand, and once you draw that line in the sand, there are some people that won't be able to cross that line. But you still have to draw a line. Trying to custom fit everybody into this solution, trying to get everybody a tailored remedy for their life. That is where you go wrong, and you wind up losing the whole battle. I mean, you lose the war trying to fight individual battles. At the end of the day, what she was doing was some fuck shit. It was sending out a bad message to other young women, and every woman that was watching it and that saw it and that was chiming in and rooting her on, they were fucking wrong too. And it should have been a multitude of women going against her just as hard as Tommy, like he was. That's the problem. There should have been 500 women going crazy over the shit she was doing instead of just one person.
Well, right, but all those women supporting her and saying it's okay are her. That's a reflection of themselves. And if they say, no, you don't need 5, because really, and I know what you're going to say, but how can somebody with 4 kids tell somebody what to do with 5 kids?
Well, I can tell you what somebody can do. You can. I tell you what somebody can do.
I mean, you can, but nobody's going to listen or like you.
Well, that's the problem, though. We have a society that won't listen to the person in the hole saying, don't get down here in this hole with me. We got a dumbass society at that point. The motherfuckers in the hole saying, you don't want to be down here. And you say, who are you to tell me? Who are you to tell me? You in a hole, nigga. And you like, oh, no. And next thing you know, the hole don't turn into a club because everybody down there.
And then because y'all in a hole, y'all try to make the shit seem live. Shit, it's cracking down here.
One guy told you last night that child is a breadwinner. That child supports that home. She can lie to you and tell you the minute he pops out with problems, he's on SSI. She doesn't pay for anything. So the more kids she has, the better off she'll be. She's 22. She's got at least another good 20 years to be popping them out.
Yeah, but you understand that she wouldn't even admit to simple things, so I had to approach her that way. If you have a kid that you know that you tell everybody is special needs, what is the one thing that the United States will give you if you have a special needs kid? Money. She denied that she was even getting money for that kid. So I can't talk to an individual like that and give a real, because I talk through people to people. And that's what people don't understand about me. When stuff is live, I'm talking through you to someone that's willing to listen. So I will use you.
And I agree with you. And I don't think that anything you said listen, again, I didn't think anything you said was wrong. I mean, I'm a lot nastier. The woman whose kid ran over her with all the kids, I mean, I went to the GoFundMe and said, listen, you shouldn't have had all them damn kids. You should have had insurance. I'm not a nice person either. And I understand. I just said I didn't like it, but it doesn't mean that I didn't
because it feels something, and I get it because you feel some kind of way about it. But let's get to this right now and get to this whole idea of can you turn a hoe into a housewife? All right, hoe, has somebody made you into a housewife?
Did you just call me a hoe? Because I know. I have good credit. I can get on a plane and come there and slap you. I know you got a gun, but still, don't call me a hoe.
I'm like the guy who bites your neck when he's trying to take your virginity. Why'd you bite my neck? To take your damn mind off this dick. So what I did was took your mind off that other pain that you were feeling and made you have another one. Now we can have a conversation. Talk to me.
Listen. I don't know if she's a hoe. We assume she's a hoe. And it bothers me that you think that Kim Kardashian is a better type of hoe when she did a video. So she
did a video 50. No. I didn't say a better type of hoe. You're changing the dynamic. People heard what I said.
Oh, sorry.
I said if a person's a hoe, but they decide they no longer want to be that person I can talk to. Because we have a jail system.
He's not married to her, Tommy. They're not married. There's no commitment.
No, he was trying to force one. Yes, I'm saying he was trying to force that on her. He was.
He was trying to force her to marry him?
Yes, he was trying to have a real family with this bitch.
He wanted to marry. He wants to marry her right now.
Are you sure that this is not all for the reality TV show?
No, they got their reality
I'm a really
TV show
cynical
canceled.
bitch. I don't believe people.
No, because of their dumb
That's
shit.
trust issues.
Dear, because of their dumb shit, their reality TV show was canceled.
Yeah. This the really real world
Right,
right
but
now.
they could end up on the Kardashian show itself.
Okay, now you just making a reach of other stuff. My point is, we're
No,
trying
I'm
to.
asking
But you couldn't see that that
Well, I'm
kid
trying to
could
tell
hear
you,
what we
what I'm
talking
saying
about.
is we got to get away from that anyway, because what we're asking is just a general question about, can you turn a hoe, not this specific hoe.
She has to want to, like you
Anywho.
said. She has to want to love you and be with you. And I just think that the way they came together, it was doomed from the beginning. I mean, even though they're not related, there's too much incest in there. It never would have worked.
Well, what I'm
Incest.
trying to say though is still ask the question in general, not specific, because it's not the Rob Kardashian show that we're having. We're actually using that as a jump off point to talk
Right,
about
but
us.
I can tell you how many girls, have you ever had a friend who slept with the same girl that you slept with, or at a certain time you were seeing both of them?
No,
Like,
I've
I'll
slept
give
with
you a
some
personal
friends and
experience,
slept
okay?
with a friend's ex.
I was with a guy when I was younger, and then I got with his friend, and I thought nothing of it. Years later, I was like, God damn it, I was nasty. I realized I was nasty. During the time I was doing it, I had no mindset, because I was like 16, 17. So I'm just saying that if you don't know that certain things are wrong, you're going to do them. And a lot of these girls, you know, you're right. White girls are lucky. They can move away and they change, and they do. They get it out of their system. They do everything they want to do. But most of these women, girls, whatever you want to call them, they're not smart enough. And if you constantly have people saying you can do anything you want and people can't throw stuff in your face.
Well, that's what I was about
how
to
are
say.
these
You
girls
got to
gonna know that
change.
it's wrong?
Well, that's what I was about to say. You have to change the wording. The black girls don't think that being a hoe is wrong. They openly try to be a hoe. They literally walk around looking like hoes. Why do you think
But
all
don't
of
you think that TV and society and news
no. What I'm saying is,
are
yes,
telling you
I'm
you
saying
can be?
one is told that the goal is their goals are different. It's like fucking a guy. If a woman's fucking a guy, but his goal at the end of the day is to be a husband, he will maneuver his life to make that happen. If his goal at the end of the day is to be a dope boy, he will maneuver his life to make sure that happens. If his
Yes.
goal, and that's what you have to understand. The goal is kind of like what the Bible says, train them up in the way of the Lord and they will come back to it. Well, most of these young white girls have been trained in the way to where even the white boys look at them if they're still a certain age doing something. Nobody looks at a 30-year-old black chick who's still online trying to be a fucking model like that 33-year-old black chick who was talking to me, and she had 6 kids, still trying to be a fucking rapper. You're 33 years old with 6 kids. What you gonna rap about? Infamil? Like, I don't understand what would this discussion be about. So I'm just right. So what I'm saying
I
is,
don't disagree with
so-
you, but I don't know how you're going to fix it if you're the one with the penis and you won't stop putting it in.
no.
the
I'm not trying to fix. That's what I'm saying. You keep personalizing a conversation that's
No, but
general.
I'm talking about you as a whole person. I'm saying men. As long as men, any of you men,
But
and
it's
I don't
not
know the
the
other
men.
gentlemen to really talk.
But I'm saying it's not the men, meaning we're trying to find out a hoe into a housewife, but then a hoe into a house husband. We're trying to address it from each side that can you see somebody who had this past and this past of switching dicks or switching clits, and you see them and you like
No,
them.
you can't because that's no, you can't until the person wants to change. Just like you said, until they realize it's not working for them. Because remember, there were a lot of prostitutes, hookers who've married their clients, and you never would have known they were prostitutes and hookers because they were ready to change.
That's what I'm saying.
No. That's different. That's different because sometimes a hoe can get married once she realizes that she's no longer marketable.
Yeah,
Once
she ain't she's not a
40.
viable hoe
Yeah,
anymore. If
exactly.
you look at the black churches, there's a lot of ex-hoes that's telling people to sit down the pews.
Exactly. Yes, exactly. So it's just like what you were saying before. Can a nasty person become a nice person?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
So
that's
wait, like you
more women
said-
than you realize.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Your
Women aren't
realization is
slutty and
coming.
have whorish
No,
past.
no.
They're not, angels. I mean, I'm telling you, like you meet 5 women, 4 of them are probably hoes.
Well, you must not know Charlie.
Just like, who the hell is Charlie?
He had angels around him. Anyway,
Oh, shut up! I'm gonna slap you. Blac.
Woo! Hey, let me go to the next caller, dear. You know I love it when you call.
All right, bye-bye.
Thank you so much. I agree to that part, but I said that earlier. Most women are hoes anyway to a certain extent. That's why I said I don't believe I've ever dated a hoe. They just varied in degrees of whoredom, but them motherfuckers like dick, and they've experimented in dicks. So I just keep hoping that maybe the zest and the zeal for dick switching is done, but in a way, you know you're dealing with it. So when people say you can't turn a hoe into a housewife, a lot of y'all mamas that's cooking and cleaning was hoes. So, and that bitch was sucking all kind of dick in the 70s. That bitch is sucking since the 70s and still never went gold. So it is what it is. So how did they become what they are? Is this bitch cutting the crust off of your cheese now because her pussy lips look like meat curtains now? Like, I mean,
she got that roast beef curtain down there, right. So now she realized that's not viable. So she's like, "Oh shit, let me get some sense about myself."
Rob Kardashian to lock this nigga down quick, but when she did it, she played the role because she knew she had to, though, still. And that's what I was saying about Blac Chyna. Blac Chyna was feeling the pressure. And the pressure came when she saw Tyga get this white girl and lock down with her. So what she said was, I got to get somebody and do that too. And I got to do something with somebody with a name. I need to do it with a Kardashian. But it's only one of them. She might have tried to fuck some of them bitches and they didn't do it. So she just was left with,
right.
with the dick, with the bitch with the penis. And no, I'm not talking about Kylie. I'm talking about... She probably tried to fuck Bruce, but it didn't work. But the point is, she was like, well, fuck, I'll deal with the Pillsbury white boy. And he was just like, well, cool, I'll do it because I'm depressed anyway. Because you can get me to do a lot when I'm depressed. And that's why I hate, like, telling motherfuckers when I'm in those depressed moments. Because, again, I said that a lot of people can feel and see that you're in depression, and they use the fuck out of you. And you do it because you just don't want to be depressed anymore. And you think that maybe being with somebody will end your depression. Now, she took that route. But because of who she is, she couldn't do like your mama did and just keep cutting crust off of cheese, toast, and making breakfast in the morning and trying to get that, starving that hoe out of her system. She couldn't do it. And that's the scary part of it about trying to turn i.e. hoe into a housewife. Because you're dealing with somebody say you like numbers. Send me your favorite hip hop song that came out in the year 1986.
Ooh.
That's be a hard one. As a kid,
86?
Yes, I wouldn't remember that. I don't remember shit from back then. I remember Madonna.
Maybe.
I love Madonna. And I remember the motherfucking Transformers, the movie.
Man.
That bitch came out 86. Then. I don't know what else came out in 86. What, Nintendo? What the fuck? Like, I don't know. I would have to look that up. I'm gonna have to Google that shit. Yeah, I had to Google 86 pimp. But thank you for that 1986. That's what he donated. That is pretty awesome. My girl Desi donated too. Let me read this out. I see 3 of them here. Desi donated. Who is this? This is Azariah said, keep up the good work. P.S. I'm GK in the chat room. Thank you very much. And then got another one from Jonathan Johnson. John. All right. John. Right. But John, don't you get on no damn planes and try to fly them to Hyannisport. Anyway, that's why white people will enjoy me. They're like, that guy's witty. A lot of people would have never caught that. What do you know about Hyannisport? It is what it is. What? Google it, bitch. You'll get the joke. Google it, you'll get the joke.
Witty.
That guy, that old Tom. That guy's a card. That guy.
Tom Mayer. That's a witty fellow there.
I was like, God, dog. What is that one word them white people say? And I never heard that word before. God, dog, it was a word. Oh, I saw a white person. He hit his hand and he said, "That's smarts." I said, "What?"
That's smart.
That's smarts. I said, what does that mean? Because I know what smarts is, but you just knocked your hand into a wall. How is that smart? Nigga, that's dumb. You've never heard that? No.
I think the one I like the best is bull malarkey. I've had enough of this bull malarkey. What the hell is malarkey?
But I sit back and I look at this idea of this girl and this man. And I think we don't want to personalize it when I get back to the phone lines, because we're just using them as a jump off point, because many of us have had lives where we have saw something. I'm telling you, why do you think people like antiquing and going to garage sales? Because you keep thinking you're going to get a good deal off a motherfucker that's desperate to get rid of something. Am I lying?
Right. Yep.
Motherfucker, that's why you be on eBay all night looking to see if someone took your damn. A lot of niggas like eBay just because that shit fun, just putting in a bid and seeing. Let's wonder if they'll take this 5 cents. 5 cents for your Toyota.
I'm a bid $1.
You know what I'm saying?
That motherfucker always going, the price is right. It's that one motherfucker every once in a while to be
what
like,
that motherfucker do on trading places? What they do on trading places? $1. It was the Dukes. It was the Dukes.
Beaks. Where's Beaks?
Turn those machines back on.
Fuck him. Mortimer, your brother's having a heart attack. Fuck him.
But if you just sit back and you think about it, we've all been there. It's fun. So now we're risking not on a product, but on a person. And that's what makes gambling so fun. You put in $100, but you can get out 1,000. I think we've fallen addicted to the gambling on a person. We don't like the sure bet. We want, because let me tell you what it is. And you tell me if I'm lying, then we'll go back to the phones. When you bet on a sure bet, it's almost like this gold I'm buying. It's a sure bet because it probably won't drop that far and it won't go up that high either. But if you go to Vegas, you can turn $100 into 10,000. That's the thought. And people like that jump. So if you're Rob Kardashian, you know this bitch got a fucked up past. But if you hit the right number, you say to yourself, this bitch look good with all this damn surgery I done give her, and if I get her mind right, people will give me credit for being able to turn this hoe into this housewife. There are a lot of women who say, yes, I know this nigga ain't shit, but if I clean him up, I will be able to have this big old jump from when you first knew him, he was this. And I take the credit for changing this person for that. So it's a selfish thing. What do you think?
I don't understand why somebody would take that chance. I just don't see it. I mean, just like who was that? Like Ashford and Simpson. Dude was homeless, and she took a chance on the nigga maybe because he was light skinned and had good hair, and they became a singing duo and made a bunch of money.
Ashford and Simpson.
How often
Ashford
does
was
that
dark.
happen?
Wait. Ashford was dark like me.
Oh, that's right, he was. She was a light skinned one, yeah.
Yeah, you could take a chance on a light skinned bitch.
She took a chance. She took a chance on that dude. Whatever.
It's a light skinned bitch. I understand that chance. That's
whatever. I mean, but for whatever she took that chance on. How often does that happen though? I think that when it comes to just
I can tell you how though.
I guess when it being she's a certified whore.
I can tell you
she got paperwork.
I can tell you how it would happen though. If she had been doing things a certain way, in her mind, if I take a chance on him, I kind of own him because he needs me. And Rob thought the same damn thing. If I keep giving her this shit, it's a selfish thing he did. He knew he couldn't get with somebody else who don't want your money like that. You need to get with somebody who needs your money. A lot of times we will date broke women because we hope that if we give them some shit that looks solid, they'll stay with us. Now, a lot of times those broke women will do it until they get solid. Then they'll be like, I would have never done that had I not been broke. And then you get fucked over. So instead of that big jump where you could have went up, because I take the chance, you got this young chick and she fine and shit, and you could start a family with this bitch, and everybody be like, kudos, you turn that young bitch into a nice woman. But that young bitch might fuck you over too, and it's just as easy for her to ruin your life. But you take the chance because of the leap you see. And a lot of people, it's like the motherfucker who walking a tightrope. If that nigga fall, he dead. And if he wins, all he did was get people saying, yay, good job. He didn't get shit for it. And that's what a lot of people don't realize. You ever heard the term risk isn't worth the reward? Most of these relationships we jump into, the risk isn't worth the reward. But most of the things that we do, guess what? We like when our lives are. That's why we ride roller coasters. Motherfucker, you rode a roller coaster and paid a motherfucker to do that shit. And if it malfunctioned, you dead. That is dumb. But you get off of it, you like, oh, what a rush. You paid to get a rush?
Yeah, I guess my thing is that I just can't go along with is the fact that with the roller coaster scenario that you just gave, it's like you can see people getting on and off the motherfucker though, and they're having a good time.
And that same thing like Blac Chyna. You saw people just like Blac Chyna. Wait, but that's just like Blac Chyna. You don't think he saw people getting on and off of her?
Yeah, but she's a rat. He tried to take the fucking roller coaster home. I'm gonna take this roller coaster to my house. Fuck what y'all talking about. I'm a Kardashian. I'm gonna take this whole goddamn thing. Now, if y'all want to ride it, you got to come to my house, and I'm gonna charge y'all. But y'all it's like that's what he tried to do. You can't do that. So it's like that's my whole thing. It's like I don't see the moment or the point where she
take
was
the
showing
Superman ride
herself.
to his house.
Yeah. He gonna have his own Neverland. I'm gonna take this to Neverland, and I'm gonna charge you motherfuckers to come in and see it. That's the only thing that I don't see. If she was any different than what I've seen of her and what has been said about her, if there was something different to where I can see, well, yeah, she kind of like pulled the wool over his eyes and played the role. I don't see her ever like doing that. I think that she just put that pussy on him, and she sucked and fucked him like he's never been done before. And I think that he just said, all right, that's sunshine. Yeah. Whatever you want, Lady Heroin. Let's take over the world.
That nigga got on that great hoe coaster. It's the great hoe coaster. Get on board. But you gotta have some money to afford.
And she's sitting there singing the other part. Come on board, step inside.
Blac trying to suck your dick, but she will take your shit. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. On the great old
coaster, get on board.
Off we go.
That's what he did, man.
Sorry, let's see if we. Go ahead.
I said it was even a point where he got on the roller coaster and said, "Hey, my bars ain't going down."
Let's ride. I feel bad for him, but I don't. That's why I'm both sides of it. I feel bad, but you took it's a risk reward. You did, and like I want to get into real estate. My ex-girlfriend was telling me she's because her father had passed, and she said, "I only trust you." That let me know it's my dick. It might be pretty good too, but I'm a good person. Because for this motherfucker to call me and say, "Look, I got this kind of money and I want to invest it with you." So, okay. I said, well, I got that kind of money too. What do you want to do? And she said, let's get home places and rent them out. And renovate them and rent them back out. I said, that'd be cool, but I'd rather go get big houses, renovate them, and sell them. She said, well, why? I said, well, rent is what you do for slow money. That's what you get your kids.
Yeah.
But she's 23. And she was like, but that's what I'm looking for. I said, bitch, in 20 years, you can do that. In 20 years, I ain't going to be there. I might not even remember what we were talking about today. I said, my mind in a different spot. You can do it that way. And she's like, well, I understand. I said, so what I believe in is I want the money now. I want a big chunk. And I have the ability to take the risk to get the chunk. But it's also probably a bit of my gambling addiction in me. Like, I want to take that big risk. Mm-hmm. But I was like, fuck that. Let's buy a house for $230,000, fix it up, and try to sell that bitch for $330,000. You put 20 grand into it, sell it for $330,000, we get 70 grand out, flip it again, and keep doing it like that. I said, because I don't want to, because she was like, in 12 years, we'll get all the money back that we put out. 12 years. You can't tell no nigga about 12 years down the road. He don't believe he going to live that long.
Right.
So, But it was the difference between how she wanted to invest and I wanted to invest. Now, I was able to convince her, which is a thing that's a bad thing because she kind of like my Rob Kardashian. I could pretty much tell her anything. I could be like, let's invest in widgets. She'd be like, well, since you
What's
say
a
so.
widget?
You know what I'm saying? She'd be like, well, since you say so. But I talked to her and she was like, well, if you really believe it, I'm going to get my mom to put her half in it too. I was like, God, dog, I could talk this bitch out of hundreds of thousands of dollars like this. But it was sweet. But my thought process was, the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. And I think that's what a lot of people are doing in relationships now. The bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. Why do you think the internet has made people say, I live in Las Vegas. I met this motherfucker online that live in New York. I barely got enough money to go back and forth to work every day. But I'm going to date that motherfucker that live in New York because it's a big-ass risk. You know that they probably over there fucking. You know everything that's going on, but you took that risk because you keep thinking, if I win. And then if you win that motherfucker, you realize I didn't win that much. But we like the idea of taking the risk. And if you look at what Rob did, a depressed man wants to feel something big. And she gave him that.
I think that you, what you're saying and what you're doing. So just like how you said, you know that you have a gambling problem. So you would rather, you know better than to take $250,000 and go to Vegas and put it on Blac because you know within yourself, like, I'll do that shit. So I don't need to go to fucking Vegas. But you would still be willing to take that $250,000 and put it into a real estate investment because you can see that is a more promising and a more, you have a better chance of winning on that bet. You could still lose the money and put that money into a money pit, but at the end of the day, you're still able to say, well, I know that Vegas is totally not the way to go. But this still has some risk and reward to it, and it's exciting too. So maybe I'll do this real estate thing. That's my thing with Rob. Rob should have picked fucking real estate instead of Vegas. Because that bitch in Vegas is just that. She's fucking Vegas, dude.
But you have to understand that people like us. Even though I'm putting my money in the right places and shit like that, I put my dick on the table and
shoot dice with it.
Just shoot dice with it. Why? Because I keep hoping the big goal to me is marriage. Then I might get married, and marriage is some bullshit. I might risk all this just to get to something that's stupid. Like, I might get it and be like, this bitch is horrible. She won't work out like she said she was. She fucking 250 fucking pounds now. She eating Haagen-Dazs for breakfast and shit. And I'm and sucking the gardener's dick in front of me. I can't do shit because I'm on the ventilator.
And it's all in the live feed.
You know what I'm saying?
CNN News Raw.
You know what I'm saying? Breaking news, nigga. And I'm like so I don't, it's one of those things, but I know I'm throwing a lot into something that technically I might not get shit out of. So what is the joy from it? It's almost like I switched the addiction for something else, and Rob switched the addiction for something else. That's all he did. Many of us switched the addiction for something else. I looked at me buying all that. They told me to buy a little bit of silver. What did I go out and do? Act like I was motherfucking at the beginning of SpongeBob. I was just buying gold, silver. I didn't know what a palladium was. I thought that was a place where they have music and concerts and shit. I bought that too.
I like went into that store and said, yes, I like Scrooge McDuck gold. I want enough to swim in it.
They probably done sold me some brass and shit, and I don't even know it. The addiction of me to buy shit, to hoard shit. It's like I replaced the gambling addiction with a whole bunch of other bullshit addictions. That's what people who have addictions do. Rob was a depressed man. A lot of us fight depression. I know I do. And as a fighter of depression, sometimes you take big risks because you just want to take your mind off of that despair that you're feeling. There are a lot of bitches that done fucked a lot of dudes, and when they got through fucking them dudes, they felt like shit. But the chasing felt so good, they just did it. And they knew it after they did it that if they do it again, they feel like crap. But once you fall back into that depression, you want to get out of it so bad, you'll take any rope that you get. And most of the time when it's a woman, the rope is a dick. When it's a man, the rope is our wallet. They put the rope down and it's attached to our wallet. And we give them whatever we want just the hope that somebody care about you. Because that's what depression makes you feel like. No one cares and you just want one person to care. And other people realize that your ass is thirsty.
Yeah.
And they use it. Rob was thirsty. Rob was using her too. And I want y'all to understand. That's why I said I feel bad, but I don't. Because people who are going through depression, when we reach out to you, we're using you too. Because when we get out of that damn depression, do you know what we start looking at you as? We realized you was fucking with us when we was in depression. You actually took me when I was at my worst. Was that said about you? That's what a depressed person does because we're never happy. Once we realize you were willing to put up with our shit, then we look at you as there's something wrong with you because we came from families who wouldn't put up with our shit. Our mamas wouldn't put up with our shit. Our daddies wouldn't put up with our shit. They was kicking us out. They was talking shit to us. A lot of them were getting raped and molested by motherfuckers. Everything was bad, so it made you feel like that's actually the norm of how you should be treated. So when somebody give you something different, you start looking at them crazy.
That's some insight there, man.
And that's why I look at what Rob did. Maybe, just maybe, Chyna got out at the best time because Rob is a white man. You know what them white men will do. Your ass will come up missing.
Yeah, that bitch in a barrel somewhere.
You don't think Rob crazy with the way he acting online right now?
Yeah.
Let that motherfucker get you in his presence. He will remember.
True.
Whenever you go back, and that goes to the second chance thing. Whenever you go back to somebody that you really, really hurt, they want a chance to hurt you back, or they remember that you had the ability to leave them and hurt them once before, and that sticks in the back of their mind. So if you do anything that looked like you might be getting ready to leave, well, he remembered the time before when he went to work, your ass was able to leave. Now he gonna tie your ass to the bed. This nigga got a house full of Rottweilers just chewing at your ass. Fuck you, get all them Rottweilers. You can't go nowhere.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So in essence, maybe the best thing happened to her was that dude putting that shit out there that she feels like I gotta walk off now. Have any of y'all ever did somebody so bad that you wouldn't come back even when they asked because you kept thinking, but I fucked you over so bad. I don't know if I can look you in the face with the shit I just did. I've done that. Bitch want to come back and I'm like, I can't go back to you because you will stab me in my sleep.
Yeah.
Self-preservation made me not go back. And sometimes the pussy's so good, you want to get back in it a little bit. So I've done the whole let's meet at the hotel thing because I know you won't kill me there. But you be like, why don't you come by my house? No, I ain't. I fucked your cousin. I know better. But so that's where I look at the second chance thing where, as I said earlier, sometimes you're putting yourself in a bad position giving somebody a second chance. Next thing you know, your ass is like Nicole Simpson. Nicole kept letting OJ come back. You can't do that. Seriously, you can't. Scott Peterson kept being able to come back because his wife wanted to keep a marriage. Scott Peterson couldn't stop fucking hoes. If that woman, everybody was mad at that woman for not taking Tiger Woods back. If you look at Tiger Woods now, you don't think that woman made a good decision?
Yes, she did.
She made a good decision. I love you, Tiger. We're better being friends. And she made the decision the right way, like how I believe. I don't want to break up with you on bad terms because you might kill me. I want you to feel like you broke up with me. I want you to feel like I still want you so you can leave and feel confident. Rob is feeling destroyed right now. And an individual like that can kill you.
Yeah.
Watch out for desperate people. So if you give somebody a second chance, you better remember, if it really hurt them when you left the first time, they don't want to see you leave. So unless you really serious about staying, you might not want to go back. See if we can bring in some more of these phone calls. Let's be quick with these people. 404, caller, you're on the air.
ATL.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello?
Yes, sir.
Am I on the line?
Yes, that's why I keep responding every time you speak.
Okay.
Goddamn.
I wanted to talk about, okay, so why do you think that you could change anybody that chose to be a whore, to be honest?
I said no. The guru said that he think he could do it.
I think that sometimes that
Now you
your
can explain yourself, sir.
circumstances. I think that sometimes your circumstances may be chosen for you where you don't know another way. Sometimes because of what the environment that you in, you may not have another out. You may not have another. You may not know of another way of life. So I think that sometimes in life and experience that you can be shown something different, and if you're shown something different, then you can actually become something different. And like I was definitely educated earlier, if you're willing to change and become something better, then you absolutely can. But you have to be the one to make that change within yourself first.
But if you chose a path like that, of all the paths you could choose, do you really think there's like a way that they could change? Is of all the things you could have done, you chose that?
Yeah, but that's the thing. You're saying of all the things you could have done, what if I don't know about the things that I could have done or the other things that I could be? That's something that I can't. If I don't know what I don't know at the end of the day. So it's like if I have the opportunity to learn something or become something better or to become something different because of what I'm exposed to now, even though it's later in life, then I now have that choice. So when you saying that choice that you're making amongst the other choices that I had, then yeah, you can absolutely hold me accountable to that because I knew of those other options. But when I don't know those other options, then it's like, man, what am I to do?
So what do you think we need to do to prevent this from happening again with more individuals in the Black community?
As far as
There's three dots.
As far
sir.
as just people in general, at the sort of need for attention in the Black community with social media and stuff, it's driving people to do what Chyna did.
Okay, well, that's a little different. So I can answer that. So when you're talking about the things that are going on in our community, the things that are going on in our neighborhoods and those things, when you're talking about that kind of stuff, you have direction and you do have options. So it's like there are people that are telling you, hey, you should do this or you should be that or you should try this. You have options then. It's just a matter of us as a people and as a community to actually stop letting those bad options be the options that we go with and just let them be, that's just what you choose on Moss and you fine because ain't nobody gonna judge you and ain't nobody gonna shame you in the fuckery that you're doing. So I think that's what we need to do to start changing that. We have to start calling out the bullshit and we have to draw a line in the sand and stop letting everybody be okay or letting people live their lives when they're living it in some bullshit. That's what I think we need to do. Like the drug dealer that's on your block that you won't call the police on because y'all went to school together or because it's your cousin or because it's your uncle. At the end of the day, wrong is wrong. So you just as guilty as the drug dealer because you know the motherfucker, but you won't call anybody on. You won't call the police on because that's your uncle or that's your cousin, even though he's fucking up your community. He's fucking up your entire neighborhood, but you gonna let him do that because you know.
Well, do you also think that the sort of spoiling that dads do to their daughters is causing this?
Ooh, yes.
Repeat
I've said
that.
that about my own daughter. Yep. I said, I'm afraid if I keep just giving them shit, it's a two-way street. If you never allow them to work for shit, then they're always expected to be given shit. But I think there's a fine line between the way you treat your daughters, and I'm afraid of that. They want to see Hamilton. And I keep thinking, if I let them go see Hamilton and I pay this price for them to go somewhere, would they appreciate it or would they expect it?
Nope. So
here's my say no, because then that builds their sort of that doesn't make their expectations skewed. They understand that they can't always get everything, and that makes them a better person because now they're not anticipating everything to go their way. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, yes, that's what I'm saying. Go ahead. I was just saying that's why it's a catch. It's a catch-22. I think it's a balance, and I think it's a delicate balance.
So here's my balance in that. This is my own personal formula that I do. So I believe that as a parent, there are certain things you have to give your child. You give your child love, you give them attention and all that good stuff. Then when it comes to material things, yes, you give your child, the basics: food, clothing, shelter. The other things, when it comes to the toys, the gifts, the clothes, the whatever, the gadgets and all that kind of stuff, those things have to be earned. And you have to teach your child a work and reward type of philosophy. So it's like if your kid comes to you and says, I want, the whatever the thing that's out right now, I want one of those. Well, then there has to be a thing to say, well, what are you going to do to earn that? When a child realizes, and a child has the concept of saying, well, now I don't just get stuff I ask for, I have to earn the stuff that I ask for. So when there's a thing of saying where you have this system in place to where if you want something, you can ask for it, but you're not going to get it until you earn it. And I think that there are certain prerequisites that you have to have in order for a kid to do that. So if your thing is to say, well, if you cut the grass, I'll give you an allowance to where you can buy whatever it is you want, that's great. But there also needs to be a prerequisite of saying you can't come in here with shit grades. That's a price of admission, is that you got to have your grades in order. You have to have your room clean. Those type of things. I think when you do that at a young age, you teach a child that, then when they get older, they will understand and they will begin to value things more because they've understood the concept of working for them.
Because my daughters don't have that concept. I can be honest with them. I watch, and I was questioning. I was like, what your mothers are teaching you? Y'all have rooms and y'all don't get up and think to make your bed. Y'all get up and somebody got to tell you before you go to bed to take a bath. It's crazy shit like this. Like at a certain point in time, their mothers were supposed to teach them. And I think it's not a lack of the fathers, because the fathers will realize, well, this doesn't make sense with simple shit. I think mothers let that go because them bitches is lazy. They don't do that anymore. So I still think that most of that problem is coming.
I think it's both, not just one. I think it's both sides that have come to this conclusion thanks to feminism that, you just let it coast with specifically female kids.
I can see that too, because when you got a boy, you feel like you have to make him go cut grass. But I think that's the problem.
You have to make him into a good human being when he's young, because he's got responsibilities. He's got a family to maintain when he's older.
Mm-hmm. But I think that's another problem that happens with a lot of boys that grow up in single mother households. If you watch these boys, they don't know how to do anything but try to get a quick buck. They don't see things long term. That's why when you watch me, I'll fall into quick things, which goes back to this dating thing. If you didn't see long-term dating, then you'll have somebody that says, let me take a risk on this person because I want a big boom. So it's easy to take a risk on a hoe. That's why in the black community, there's almost no such thing as a hoe. Because if you got enough hoes, is it a hoe? If everybody's a killer, are they killers? Or is that just life?
Well, yeah, that comes from the normalization of these negative things, which has come from the absence of the black male in his own community.
I can agree. Hey, thank you for the call. Let me see if I can bring in some more people. I want to get to the rest of you guys really quick because I know we've been talking on the line. I just enjoy talking to people. That's just my shit. I'm sorry. Let's see. There's one brother that wanted to get on, but I don't see his number. 678 678 678. I don't see him unless he was asking me to call him. Or is that? No, there he is. What's up, bro?
Your total
What's happening, Clay?
Not much. Talk to me. You on the line?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. I also can hear that you doing all kind of shit in the background. What you doing?
I'm getting my fat boy on.
I ain't nothing wrong with that.
Stuff.
All right, go ahead. We'll talk. Can you talk?
Yes, I'm going to talk to you. You know I am.
First off, thank you for the story.
Like your boy knew me.
Well, thank you for the story about
no
this is the brother Ronald who sent me the story about the woman getting pinned between the car. Did you see that big ass dent in the car, but nothing was wrong with the woman?
But go back.
That's what I was saying. Everybody comes from hold her up.
Mm-hmm. But go ahead, talk about this situation right here when it comes to can you turn a hoe into a housewife and when to give second chance. Do you want me to let you back in a minute when that bitch quit talking?
Yeah, give me a second.
Yeah, I'll hit you back in a second. Just hold on. I was like, that bitch is gonna overtalk the fuck out of me. Let's see. Let me bring in 317. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, what's going on, man? It's Dre Day.
Not much, Dre. Talk to us.
Yeah, man, and this is only from my personal experience. I don't think you turn a whore into a housewife. I believe, I do believe what you said, Tommy. If she makes the decision herself to change, that's a different thing. She ain't changing nobody, no matter how much you try.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second part of the question, I don't reward bad women. When you show me what you are, I'm gonna believe you. Like what's her name said?
Maya Angelou.
The lady died. I forgot her name.
Maya Angelou.
Yeah. I think we as men, we give women too much credit sometimes. If she shows you that she's cheating on you, I don't give a fuck if you're remorseful or not. I can forgive you and let you go. I don't have to forgive you and stay with your ass. And I think that's the biggest mistake that people make. They think forgiveness means I have to take you back, and that's not what forgiveness means. If I throw a brick above your head, Tommy, and it cuts you on your fucking face, every time you look in the mirror, you're gonna remember that. You're gonna remember why you got that cut. Now you can forgive me. We can go play pool together. We can be cool. But every time you see that cut, you're gonna remember what happened. And I say that because it don't mean you gotta hang out with me now, just because you forgive me. And I think that's the biggest mistake people make. And it also goes to the same thing. You fucked me the first time, it's your fault. You fucked me twice, that's my fault. That's just what I believe, man. My ex-wife fucked my brother.
Ooh,
so if
God damn.
That bitch, yeah, I've said this before, man. Now, if I would have forgave this bitch, I forgave her. Look, I don't give a shit. It's life. Now, I could have killed her. I could have went off and done all this other crazy shit. But no, that's not me, man. Now, I forgave her and moved on. Because that forgiveness was for me. Now, if I didn't, that didn't mean I had to stay with the bitch. You know what I'm saying? That didn't mean that. And I think that we as men need to be fucking men and be able to just cut our losses and walk away. Deal with the hurt, amongst ourselves, not go online like a bunch of bitches, letting the shit out. Just deal with the shit and move the fuck on.
Do you think that
I agree?
Do you think that the reason he's acting like a bitch though is because like somebody like Rob or somebody like me or anybody else, the reason they may resort to acting like a bitch is because they were raised by bitches?
I think the reason why he acts like a bitch is just because his mom was there don't mean she was there emotionally. I believe his mom dropped the ball in some form or fashion. And I don't think his dad was in his life, was he?
His dad was dead. He was in his life until he died. His dad was the O.J. Simpson lawyer, one of O.J. Simpson's lawyers.
Yeah. So I think he may have been reaching out for his mom, but she wasn't there, or she wasn't there. The woman that he needed in his life, I guess. But at the end of the day, man, we can make all these excuses, but at the end of the day, we still have a choice to make as men. I didn't have the best upbringing, but I made a choice. I've been a simp. We all been fucking simp before. Any man that won't admit he been a simp is a fucking lie. You don't just wake up knowing right from wrong. You don't just grow up knowing everything. You got to learn this shit. You got to make mistakes, man. So, and I've made my share of mistakes. I've learned from that shit. The problem is a lot of these niggas don't want to learn from their shit, and they keep on picking bad women, keep on picking whores. Just like this fucking 21 Savage. You know good and fucking well she's a fucking whore. And you think all of a sudden because she get with you that she all of a sudden gonna be a good girl? No. She fucked Kanye over. She fucked over Wiz Khalifa. This is her. So at some point we gotta realize, okay, this is who this bitch is. I accept you for who you are. I forgive you, and I'm also move on. You know what I mean? I just think that if we start doing that shit, then we take the power back.
I think that what you're saying has some validity. I think that we also need to look at the fact that
and thank you for
trifling men. Yeah, thank you for the phone call too. Trifling men and trifling women are ever present, and I think that we have to realize that there is a certain part of just people that just have that in their nature, where you just the type of person where you just an ain't shit person. I get that, but I do think that there's a larger portion of us that don't know how to be better people. They don't know how to not be a whore or how not to be a slut or whatever the case may be. And I think that we don't know because we're not taught that, whether it's a thing where we didn't have our mother in our life or our father's not in our lives. I think that those are missing components from a lot of our lives to where it affects us and has that impact on us as adults, to where we don't know how to be the person that we essentially may deep down want to be, or to be a better person than what we are today. We don't have the tools to do that. I think we all make mistakes, and I think that there are certain things that we do that we wish we could take back and have regrets. But then there are things like sleeping with your brothers, with your husband's brother. That's just a whole nother level of fuckery. That's some shit to where you can't. I'm not coming back from that. I'm not trying to rebuild off of some shit like that, because you've just gone too far. And it's like, it's not just it's a twofold thing, because it's not just what my wife did, it's what my own fucking brother did. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, and dudes talking about, well, yeah, you know, pussy is pussy and all that type of shit. But at the end of the day, man, that's your brother. And it's like, I would think that would hurt me more, you know, than my wife. It's a double-edged sword at the end of the day. But it's like, I think that there are certain things that we have to say, hey, this is just an outright deal breaker. You do this, you just a bad person, and accept that. But I do think that there are other things where there are people who just need help and need help in becoming better people, that I think that we could do as a community. And I think that there are certain things that we have to stop allowing in order for us to get there.
Let me ask, why? Is it because they're in the industry that they just keep switching the same people in the industry because the people understand the people in the industry? I asked this because he brought up whoever this 21 Savage is, and I don't know who this motherfucker is, but I know this Amber Rose has been able to get with a lot of niggas in the industry. But if I was a dude in the industry, I'd assume that I would want to be with somebody that nobody knows. I'd want to bring a new bitch to the industry. You know what I'm saying?
I don't get it. I don't get it. I guess it's because I'm not a star. I'm not in the limelight. I'm not an A-list or B-list celebrity. I don't understand that either. I would not want, like, and that just popped into my mind, Russell Wilson. I don't knock the fact that Sierra's a bad person. I don't think she's a bad person. I think she's probably a good girl. She's probably a nice person. But I think that just with her track record of all of the other dudes that she done been with, I don't think that I would want to go there with her, because I know that there are other women that are out there that don't have the track record that she has. They don't have that mileage on her, that known mileage. It's like everybody know where she's been. And I would not personally want to build with somebody like that. That's just me, though. I guess I'm not secure enough as a person.
I just think that people who switch dicks are used to getting switched. And again, she's known for her body, not her mind. So everywhere she goes, it's just going to be about. It's just about her body. So everybody's going to approach her that way.
Yep.
And let me go to another phone call. It just seems weird to me about this whole idea. And this is a woman that Wiz Khalifa actually tried to turn into a wife.
I had to call this one.
Yeah, I don't know. 803. Caller, you're on the air.
Hey, what's going on, Tommy? How you been doing?
Doing well. Talk to us, man.
All right, so my son's mom. Shit, man. Just get straight to the point, man. So my son's mom has cheated her ass off, and all the time we've been together. I don't know why. Well, I think I do know why, but I guess I'm in now. You know, as far as why I stick with her and whatnot. But she's, I guess, long story short with it, tonight I think I finally came to the conclusion that you can't change a hoe into a housewife unless, and that just has been mentioned before in the show, that until they want to change themselves. And this individual is just impossible to get through to. Now, I take this further to my oldest daughter's mom, and not to really get into her business. She has some history with her, and now she's married. You know, she's like the definition of a housewife and whatnot, and she chose to change. You know, So I mean, I've definitely seen firsthand that it's possible, but it's just again, as as what's been mentioned on the show here, and it has to be with someone that wants to change themselves first and whatnot. But I guess just as far as the individuals that are involved, or I guess myself, we are also going to play a role in this individual wanting to change themselves. And I think because I was just saying like it is, just simping my ass off and whatnot, contributing more to, or just more accepting of the shit that she's been doing, she ultimately, just got to the point where she feels no real need to change there. So I don't know, man. It's I came home and I just seen this topic, and it just really fit to a lot of shit that I'm dealing with right now. So, but yeah, that's my take on it. It runs deeper than that, but I don't want to take up too much of your time, because I think a lot of callers have already kind of mentioned a lot of things I would go into outside of like the personal reasons I think that fuel into this. So,
I think that that, man, at the end of the day, when we talk about the whole into a housewife thing, I'm really like just stuck on how Tommy like nailed that in the beginning, man. I really believe that a person has to be willing to want to change and be willing to do that work themselves to become something different. And you can't get to that second part of that whole getting a second chance thing until you have done that first part. And you can't even ask for that second chance until you've changed yourself and become something different and something better. And then you can move into that other piece and hope that person can do it. And like I said before, sometimes the person that you ultimately want to get back with can't be with you at the end of the day because of what has happened in the past and because of what has been done. But you kind of have to like move on in that whole piece of growing and changing and becoming better. You have to be willing to move on and go forward to, maybe be better with somebody else. You know what I'm saying? It's just like with me, I think that I'm a better second husband than I was a first husband. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I can't go back. So it's like I think that I've learned from that to where I could be better the second time around, as opposed to saying, well, man, maybe I can get back with my old wife and things probably work. I think that there's so much that has went on from that you can't go back sometimes.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's a lot of things that Tommy mentioned, I relate a lot to, as far as like his or Tom, as far as like your dealings with certain women, or why you're attracted to or drawn to certain women and whatnot. And I deal with where I can't say deal. I am in a depressed state. And I mean, I've been like that for a while, and honestly, I think just dealing with this individual here has been my comfort zone for a while. And I mean, shit, man, I'm talking about being pregnant by other guys type shit. You know what I'm saying? And I overlooked that shit, and just recently, I just kind of looked back on it, the most recent being the beginning of this year. And it's like, damn, like I don't, it's, I know that, I know that this individual is just not right. And I just know that there's really not shit that I can do to change who they are. I mean, hell, even their mom kind of co-signs what they do, because the apple didn't fall too far from the tree. That, but yeah, again, that's what I think that we fuel a lot of who that individual wants to be, or rather, our the way we approach. If I'm wording it correctly here, or just as the guru just stated, basically we have to work on ourselves in order for those individuals to want to see something better out of us. If I'm saying that correctly there, if that makes sense.
I feel you. Hey, thank you for the phone call, and yeah, we gotta get to probably talking about even dealing with this idea of depression. I like what you said, Brian, about just because you get with somebody, you break up, and you realize where you messed up, and you each forgive each other for the mess ups, that don't mean that's says, okay, well, let's get back together and try it again. Sometimes it means
Right.
you learned to be able to apply that shit somewhere else. Puffy learned his best lesson when he got fired. He didn't go back and work there, and he didn't ask to go back and work there.
Right.
I think that's the hardest part about many of us, to be able to say, yes, I forgive you. No, I'm not mad at you. But that don't mean we got to be together. Do you think that's a mistake that a lot of people make, though?
I think so. And I think because a lot of times it's because we're so familiar with that person. And we think that it's easier to deal with that person because you may know so much about that person that we kind of want to stay there. It's like yeah, I know this person. I know their likes and some of their dislikes. I know what pisses them off. I know what makes them happy. So you kind of want to stay in that as opposed to starting over and getting to know somebody else.
That's why I
But
think
a lot of
second chances.
times-
But that's why I think second chances are bad, though, because I think whatever is big, especially if it was big, you harbor resentment for that person. Hell, I've harbored resentment for girls who I tried to fuck 4 years ago and they wouldn't do it then, but they'll do it now. I fuck them just to get back at them.
Yeah, and I think that when that's it depends on the severity of why that person is asking a second chance.
Yes.
I think that when there are certain things that you can't come back from. I truly believe that. But then there could just be certain things that were, hey, there was a breakdown in communication,
Yep.
or one or the other person may have been going through a certain thing at a certain time and just wasn't able to articulate their feelings to that person, or basically explain to them what they were going through. I think that happens a lot, which is one of the main reasons why I wanted to do what it is that I do, is because I think that we have a big problem with how we relate to each other and how we talk to each other so that people can get an understanding. I think that we are quick to just talk about what it is we feel as opposed to being able to, or being equipped to explain ourselves so that people can understand us.
Amen.
So it's like, I definitely think that definitely plays a big part in you having that second chance as to what those parameters are, or what those things were that happened to why you were split up to where you are in need of a second chance. I think that that's really important.
Agreed. 254, caller, you're on the air.
Hey, hi Brian, how y'all doing? This is Eric calling y'all from the Great Place Sports. How you doing, brothers?
Hey, what's happening, Captain?
Doing well, bro. Talk.
Hey, what's going on? Hey, I would think that for me, the question is not can I change a whore into a housewife, or does someone need a second chance, but whether what's motivating me to attempt to change this person to who I want them to be in the first place. And with respect to a second chance, how many fucks do I have to give, to be honest? Yeah, that's the only way I can put it. I mean, the challenge with the first part is can I change her into a housewife, is to honestly ask myself, is my desire to change this person based on a selfless desire to help that person move to a better existence, or is it based on a selfish need that I have in wanting that person to be who I need them to be based on my definitions and perceptions of a partner and myself? And sometimes we don't ask the right question when it comes to can somebody change someone. I think a lot of things are possible, but what's my motivation in the first place to change this person? And quite honestly, for me, you know me, I try to speak in the first person. I would think, based on my history, it's more a selfish desire, not a selfless desire. And that's where I have been let down, because I had a preconceived notion of what I wanted that person to be, not an agreed definition of perception, but what I said. And whenever there's a lot of me, I, and mine, it's hard for us to move to us, we, and ours. And that's where a lot of people are let down. Now, with the second chance, what I would challenge people to do, and Tommy, I'm going to send you a email, and I would ask humbly that you give me your P.O. box, because I want to send you this book. It's a book called The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck, and it's a counterintuitive approach to a happier life. And what the author of this book talks about is, it's not so much, what we do sometimes is we give a fuck and we don't give a fuck. We go to extremes. And the trick is not going through life saying, well, I just don't give a fuck. It's picking those things that are worth giving a fuck about. Because giving a fuck is like currency. If fucks were coins, we'd be more cautious on what we spent them on. But we give a fuck about so many things in life that aren't noble or pure or edifying. And when it's time for us to give a fuck about the real things in life, we don't have a fuck to give. So is that person really worth giving a fuck about? What are my values? What am I basing giving a fuck about that person that fucked over me on? And I know it sounds existential, but I don't think it's a zero sum. Yeah, you give somebody a second chance. No, you can't do this. What's my motivation? That's what I would challenge people to look at.
I'm sorry, what does existential mean? Or is that a look it up nigga?
Hey, look, that's a look it up nigga word. I'm sorry. Existential is more than just the flesh. It's higher. You know, it's more, I kind of want to use the word ethereal, but it's more psychological or you know, it's more thought-driven or mind-driven than it is flesh-driven, you know.
Okay,
and I know that the whole thought of thinking more into it is more lofty. It's more mind-driven, and I know that we're driven by our flesh. But I would think sometimes we have to challenge ourselves to step outside the flesh and say, why am I even doing this to begin with? What's my motivation? How much energy do I really have to give to this thing? Is it worth it? And sometimes it's really not worth it. What I do now, and I did it today with somebody, I said, I have only one fuck to give to this issue. I'm going to set this fuck aside. It's not time-stamped, but I'm going to give all of that fuck to this thing that you want to talk about. But once I do that, I'm done. I can't give you the fuck that I'm going to give my wife tonight. Well, I know it's playing on words, but, you know, about what's going on at the house, or the fuck I'm going to give my daughter about her school. I can't just willy-nilly give a fuck about everything. And sometimes we do that. Yeah. And that's why we're disappointed.
I hear you, brother.
Well, I tell you what, my P.O. Box, everybody knows my P.O. Box. You can send it to P.O. Box 6165, Goodyear, Arizona, 85338. Okay. But if you email, okay, I'll send it to you. Email me, I'll send it to you too. Or play it back. That's the business one.
I'll play it back. I think you would really enjoy this book, Tommy.
All right. Well, I don't mind that right there. I think that will be an awesome thing to read. And I like the concept behind it. And I was saying earlier that I think it all just matters. That's why I said sometimes the person you're giving you only give a chance because you're being a user yourself.
Exactly.
We believe that this person is being this benevolent figure because they're giving somebody a second chance. But you have to remember, I believe that everybody does something with a tinge of something that they're trying to get out of it. I don't think anyone is truly benevolent when they do something for you.
Tommy, do you, I know you, and I'm going to ask you too, Brian, y'all remember the Greek mythology story about Pygmalion?
No.
Nope.
Okay, well, just briefly, very briefly, I think sometimes we think we're Pygmalions, but we're more Henry Higgins. A lot of people know about Henry Higgins, that's My Fair Lady, but it's based on a mythological character named Pygmalion, who was a sculptor. He carved a woman out of ivory, and when he looked at the women in the city, they had all become prostitutes, and he lost his interest in real women, and he turned his affections to the image of the woman he created out of ivory. But Pygmalion was ashamed to admit his desire to the statue, so he prayed to Aphrodite, who was the goddess of love, to bring him a real woman in the likeness of the perfect statue. Now, what Aphrodite did is she turned the statue to life, and of course, they got married and lived happily ever after. All right. Now, he wanted this image to be what he perceived to be perfect, to come to life. Now, what we do is we make the mistake of trying to change what is already imperfect into an image that we have in our heads. And that's what Henry Higgins did in My Fair Lady. He was a professor of phonetics, and he tried to change this flower girl who had a bad accent and bad attitude and bad dress into a duchess by teaching her to assume an image or style and to change her speech and appearance. Now, what she did, he had some success, and he fell in love with the flower girl, but she resented him for his persistence at changing her. She thought he was too harsh, and she told him that she decided to move on to be with a younger and more of a younger prospect who she could work with. And that's what happens to us. We take something that's imperfect, and we try to make it perfect. And we don't have the power to do that.
Yeah. I got you, man.
Man, that's
Great
Leave
insight.
those imperfect things in their own imperfection. Sometimes, all right? Now, I'm not telling people what to do. I try to speak for self, but I was a person that invested a lot in something that was imperfect, trying to make it perfect and hold it together, and that thing wanted to be great in its imperfection. And so I gave too many fucks to that. And I wasted a lot of my fucks when I should have been giving fucks to my income and fucks to my health and fucks to my education. So anyway.
Yes. Man, this is a deep phone call. I love this phone call. You got to make sure you call back in again. We can have somebody that just call in and they actually are thoughtful in their words. That matters to me because we do this because we want someone to eat and be full, someone to eat and be energized. And I think that whole idea of saying, put your time and energy into something that's worth it. Because many of us do put our time and energy into things that aren't worth it. That's why I don't want to have shows where it's always just some kind of fucking drama. Because we're wasting time. No matter how entertaining that shit is, all you did was waste time. And remember, since our time is finite, maybe we shouldn't waste it. Maybe we should have a certain amount of time that you're willing to throw away and others that you're not. Because you'll take that time that could be used for something to edify your spirit and your time on this earth. And you're throwing that away. Ronald, are you still there or is that bitch still talking in the background?
I got rid of that hoe.
All right. Talk to me.
I just want to say, what's up? Hello, Guru. Hello, whore.
What's up, my brother?
In my Newman voice. Hey,
Newman.
Man, let me say something here. That Rob Kardashian situation, that is a crazy thing. If you look at it, wasn't Blac Chyna dealing with that other boy, Tiger?
Yes, she has a baby by him.
Oh, okay. So Tiger left her, and her way of getting for Kylie Jenner, right?
Yeah.
If I'm correct.
Yep.
So if he left her for Kylie Jenner, we know a damn woman, she'll burn down a whole house to kill one roach. So why not get back at the Kardashians by messing with with the brother? And now she done got his head all wrapped up into her that this boy can't even concentrate. She done turned that boy head into mush. He out here putting out pictures like he crazy.
Well, everything he's doing right now looks amazingly suspect, and I don't understand why he's doing it and going that far. But at the end of the day, you have to stop and realize that hurt people, quote unquote, hurt people. So this man is hurt, and he's handling it horribly. Now, will he do something worse than what he's doing? That's what would scare me. And so we go back to, can you turn a hoe into a housewife? I'll ask you, why do you think he even took this chance on this woman?
Because like y'all was saying, she put that thing on him. That's all that was. She probably noticed that he was looking at her when she was around the family in the first place and said, I can get it. You know
so
what I'm saying?
She sunshine.
Oh, scope out the weak link. She already knew what she could do.
Yeah, but he had to want to take a chance. So, what would make him do it? You know, like I was saying, I'd rather fuck a woman with no kids. It took me a while to learn this. But if you fuck a woman with no kids, she won't come up pregnant. You fuck a woman with kids, she will come up pregnant. She's already proven she'll do it.
Okay.
So he saw that she's already proven she'll do it. Why did he even do it?
Well, look at the Spinator dude. Look at his whole situation. If you really break that down, you're looking at a guy who probably wasn't that attractive when he was growing up. So then now you came to a point where people say you're the end guy. You got some money. You got all these people who want these babies. So he does that, and he builds these relationships. Well, he don't even build a relationship with these women. He started having these babies with these girls. Come on, we all know that was going to come up, that somebody was going to hit him up for child support. You see what I'm saying? That's just evident that was going to happen. So he turns around and probably said, okay, so she hit me up for child support. He's not a dummy. If I get more people to put me on child support, then I don't have to pay all these bitches the same amount of money. So what I'll do is go out and tell these other women, y'all put me up on child support too. And that'll lower the cost. You already got women knowing that you was already taking care of them and doing what you needed. The woman need $50,000 and the woman need $5,000. He's giving it to them. So they were cool with it. But you had that feud that was going on. So that, he made his income to where he's not really being hurt. Because the court's just going to break that money down at one point and say, okay, you're going to get $1,000 here, $1,000 here, $1,000 here, $1,000 here, across the board. And he's still making his money. That man's not hurting. You going to other countries. So he's an ugly guy who sat there and finally was able to get something that he could probably ever get if he was just a regular person, back in the day. And that Rob probably was the same way. He got all big, got all fat. Now he was sitting there, people was jiving him, all the people in the entertainment world jiving him, talking about he was the dumb brother. He was the one who was acting all crazy. So now you get what you get. I'm like, Snoop Dogg, you said this, made this big, you got a lie in it now.
Yeah, but it's easy for us from the side of either not being hurt to say we don't, you should just eat it. Because I've seen a lot of brothers say, I'd never act like that. And then it happened to them.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's the scary part about that. I mean, you see what T.I. did. They're trying to fight another nigga, and this supposed to be a nigga that's telling y'all not to be a certain way. I'm a player, don't want to be, and then you turn around and you watch him. So it's hard for me to say that to him because I'm not a player, and I never pretended to be one. I'm not a cold-hearted nigga, and I'm not able to just walk the fuck away or tell these hoes, fuck you. There are times that I am, but I tell you most of the time that I'm not. Now, would I go to the extent of he would? I don't know. But did I give as much or had as much to lose as he did? No.
Exactly. Well, I agree with you. I'm the same situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a play one. I just play one in my dreams. You know what I'm saying? I don't have time sleeping. I don't get none of them over. But now,
I think the whole depression aspect of this is something that is like really, really, really a driving force in the decisions that Rob is making. I think that Tommy's him explaining that has really made me understand that a lot of the stuff that we would normally think that's like, man, that's crazy as fuck to do that. I think that with you being in that depressed state, that there are a lot of things that you would normally think would be weird to do or wouldn't do. I think you kind of lose that moral compass. I think you lose a lot of your safeguards, if you will, things that keep you from going off the deep end or going too far. I think that you lose a lot of that when you're in such a state of depression. So I would definitely say that that's why a lot of the shit that we're looking at in hindsight or looking at from the outside looking in, we're saying, oh man, that's some simp shit. That's crazy as hell that he would do that. There's no way. I mean, the fact that I guess to think of it like a man that would go and post on social media that his girlfriend was in a threesome with T.I. and his wife, the fact that you willing to put that out there and to say you can't judge me, T.I., or tell me to, to be more, to have some discernment in what I'm posting because you paid her to fuck her, to have a threesome with her. The fact that you in a mental place to put that out there, I guess that says a lot about where
you know more than I know. This
help.
happened seriously?
Yes, he put that shit on. He's on Twitter or Instagram. T.I. tweeted him or Instagram like, man, bro, you need to fall back a little bit. Don't put all your business out there on social media like this. That dude came right back like, dude, fuck that. You and your wife paid to sleep with her, to have a threesome with her. How you gonna tell me what not to put out there? And I'm like, what? Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something.
You're in a whole other place, man.
Back a few years ago, I ran into a girl who said that she knew T.I. and Tiny and said that they've been having parties like that for the longest down here. So that don't surprise me.
Yeah, no. But we're not talking about that. I listen. I'd love to do some shit like that. Most of the girls I date are bisexual. They'll tell you. Well, we ain't gonna put the business out there, but
yeah, and that's a known fact about Tiny and T.I.
If you date a girl who tells you I used to get paid. Look, I dated a girl who used to get paid by Bill Maher to fuck her. I'm not gonna put her business out there because when we decided not to talk like that, I don't think I would say, Bill, you used to pay the fucker, because then what does that look like that I stayed with her or got with her? So I can't throw that out there because it looks bad on me. I was like, look, I just gave the bitch money. You tried to wife the bitch.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying. He's not even thinking to the point to where he's realizing that, like, wait, why am I talking about this to T.I.? Yeah, he fucked her, but he paid the fucker, and him and his wife did their thing. But that's what they do. That's not something that they like, oh, well, you know, so they paid her, so it wouldn't be no drama with the shit at the end of the day. So it's like, that's a thing to where he's not even seeing that. He's not even seeing that. He's just like, can't nobody tell me nothing. I know all this. How I'm feeling right now. I'm in my feelings, and I just want to keep talking about how she's steady fucking me over and fucking all these dudes. And he's just going on and on. He's not stopping. And I believe, like you were saying, Tommy, it's like that dude is that depressed to where he's lost that real grip on reality. And when you said you think he might be suicidal,
they said T.I. was calling him names though too. They kept calling him a duck though.
Yeah, he did say that. He said you was a duck and like you fell off, or you know, you need to fall back or some shit like that. I mean, T.I. just basically was telling like, hey man, he ain't trying to coddle him and telling like, hey, you should stop, brother.
Well, I think I would have said something about that too then at that point. I know it might make me look bad, but why are you talking to me at all? That just seriously, why are you talking to me at all? You a grown ass man. What nobody telling you to fall the fuck back when you were trying to fight Floyd Mayweather, when you were trying to keep this damn Miss Piggy locked up in the house? Shut the fuck up. No, he shouldn't have said nothing. No, I don't.
I think he, at the end of the day, I mean, I think more for Rob's sake, at the end of the day, if he would have just been like, hey man, mind your fucking business, whatever the case may be. If you talking in a personal space, yeah, but if you putting it on social media, you putting it out there for people to comment or to say whatever they gonna say about it. It's like you can't tell somebody to say, well, mind your own fucking business, and you posting that shit on Instagram or on Twitter.
No, yeah, but if you know you've been involved in my business, you shouldn't say nothing. You know what I mean? Like,
I don't think that they was together at the same time when they did that. I don't think that it was like, oh yeah, he was with Rob.
So why is Blac Chyna telling the business then? So that's some pillow talk. So what you saying, that was some pillow talk that Blac Chyna?
Right, it's right. It's just right. It wasn't that it was like beef where they was together at the same time, and then T.I. and Tiny like flew her out or some shit. They did their thing. It wasn't like that from what I could see and what I've heard about it.
Well, then if I was Rob, I still would have said it. Nigga, leave me alone. I want to hear from you.
I want to keep venting.
Let me vent. Let somebody who know me tell me not to, not you. Like, but still,
the pot calling the kettle metal.
Yeah, that's the pot calling the kettle metal. Now, but you do have to understand too. Rob probably wouldn't listen to nobody. But what you need to do is not tell him on social media. You need to go walk up to him and see him sitting in his chair with his fat ass. What you need to do is just knock that fucking phone out of his hand. And
you got to knock donut out of his hand first, so he make a choice.
Right. Replace the phone with a donut. And then talk to him. And be like, look, this is not going well. Sometimes the only way to get somebody to realize what they're doing isn't going well is to replace it with something that they're good at. If this nigga's good at fixing Rubik's Cubes, give him a Rubik's Cube. For a few minutes, it will allow him to take his mind off that phone. Because these cell phones are too easily accessible to ruin your life. For those of you who don't know, these cell phones will ruin your life really quick. Because shit get put up easy. Shit get put up quick. And whoever's following you, like when I was doing my video, I'm surprised ain't nobody put no video out of my ass or my dick yet. Because apparently I had put that out there. And I didn't know. Now, I immediately took it down. But it doesn't take nothing but somebody 2 seconds to realize I'm following you so close. When I put that video up, and them niggas was having a real conversation about how fine the girl was in my pool. These grown men. And I was shocked when somebody told me, dude, they're actually over there talking about that they go to sleep watching you, but they say they hate you. You didn't see that video, Brian?
No.
I'll shoot it to you. You're just the scariest shit in the world.
Hey, I was listening to that, but let me commend you on not even falling for that bait, because man, I was like that was trouble in the making. Just looking at her, that was trouble in the making.
When I was just like, wow, you listen to these men are talking about me like this.
They go to sleep listening to you?
I'm going to send you the link to that. And after we get off here in a couple minutes, I want you to hear these grown men, the way they were talking about me. And they had a YouTube show talking about me. About, he finally got in the swimming pool. Yeah, man. And he had that girl over there. That girl was fine. What would you judge her as? And then the other one sit up there and say, I just looked at her. I looked at her hair. I didn't look at her body. Boy, shut up. But then he said to keep talking, and he was like, man, I wouldn't have even been. That let you know it's something wrong with Tommy. I wouldn't have even been online. I'd have been fucking that girl. And I was like, that's why y'all niggas don't have what I have, because that's where your mind is at. I brought a person to do business, so I'm trying to do business. But you're analyzing everything I do. That being said, you look at somebody like Rob Kardashian. You look at the dude who's doing all this stuff against me, who has a wife and grandkids and supposedly a very good builder of shit. And yet you would wake up every day to see what I'm doing. And he said, yeah, I saw that girl with them big titties, so I flagged it because I figured since it looked like she's sort of nude, I flagged it. So he admitted that he just saw a video of me with a fine chick and flagged it. Nothing bad in it. Nothing wrong.
Just flagged it.
Just flagged it because he said, I'm trying to get as much as I can to fuck with an individual that I do not know. And that's the type of shit that would scare you about somebody like Rob Kardashian. The shit he's doing now, I don't even know if he'll be able to stop.
Yeah. I would consider that like borderline erratic behavior for what he's doing. Like, you're doing erratic shit. Like, people don't normally do that. You don't normally air out all the dirty laundry like that, especially on social media. Like, goddamn, man. I don't see him like stopping either.
And it's not like he's me.
I definitely don't see that.
He's somebody.
He's trying to hurt her the way he's been hurt. He don't understand that's not gonna work with her. What he's doing not gonna work.
What he's doing is not gonna work with anybody. And I said it earlier, I'm gonna say it again. He's making it to where the only people who will fuck with him now are people trying to use him. He has no chance of getting with a woman that's worth a fuck. If you're a woman that's worth a fuck, would you put your social media face in the hands of somebody that you know will do this?
Right.
Your character.
His best thing for him to happen is to fall back.
Yep.
And try to work on himself. And after he work on himself, then everybody will come and play the stick or how she did him. And
then he got to admit what he did was wrong and laugh about it. He literally has to fall back, take time off, come back, and make jokes about himself. That's the only way a woman worth a fuck is going to say, I'm going to put my reputation on the line. This is like me.
Yeah.
The reason I put that damn thing out there about her doing that with them damn towels, that bothered me. But the next thing I know, I won't be bringing no motherfuckers here. I'm not looking to bring no motherfuckers here. I know what that's doing. Because a bitch, and another thing, a bitch won't be coming. If a bitch come here, there's two things that hoe knows she gonna do. Don't leave shit and don't ask me for shit.
Right.
Rob has to understand, unless he's saying, I'm MGTOW now, unless he's saying, I'm just gonna stick to buying hoes, he got a problem. Because him trying to have a real relationship with a real woman, she's going to continuously look at, you were begging that girl for pictures of her ass. Because he was begging her for pictures.
Yes.
Now you putting them on blast? Nigga, she might have gave you some old pictures. We don't even know. She just might have wanted to shut you the fuck up. It wasn't like she sent them to you. You were begging for them.
Yep.
Anyway, I'm gonna give you the last word and see if I can talk to a couple more people before we get up out of here. Second chances. Do you believe the idea of giving second chances?
Yeah, but you got to see an improvement in the person that you're giving the second chance to. If they still in that same state or their mind, you got to know who you're dealing with. You see what I'm saying? Some people think they know who they're dealing with, but they actually don't know who they're dealing with. Meaning that a person can make a mistake, but you can still see that crazy in them, but you say, I'm going to take a chance, and then that crazy come right back. But if you see a person that made that 180 and said, okay, I'm going to head in this direction, and you're willing to go in that direction with them, then yeah, I think you should give a second chance.
And somebody said that Rob, they brought back up again, And thank you for the call, man. Somebody said that Rob.
All right, brother. I'll holler at you.
We'll see. Somebody said Rob was hitting her. I don't know. I don't know. And if he was, then you stayed with him and let him hit you. So I don't know. Show us the bruises. Here's my thing, ladies. If you with a man and he whoop your ass, even if you take him back, take some pictures of the damn bruises.
If he was, she's so out there that she would have called the police and she would have went on social media with all of that just to get that extra attention. She would have did that.
Mm-hmm. Let's go to 605. I don't know what the fuck that is. The one of the Dakotas, I think. 605, what's up?
Yeah, hello?
Hey, what's up?
Yeah, so I'm just going to address the title. So, no, I don't think you can turn a hoe into a housewife. Because for two reasons, I think there's two different types of hoes as well, yeah, because there's one who doesn't know any better, and there's one who's just having fun. And I don't think you can turn either of them to a housewife. Because what happens when the one who's just having fun wants to have fun again? And what happens when the one who doesn't know any better just like gets bored of trying to not be who she is, you know?
I caught you in that second one. The first one I agree with. You said the second one if she doesn't know any better. Well, once she's educated about it, then that actually does mean she would be able to change because she's not just going back to something. She actually didn't know what she was doing was wrong. Once she was educated and it's that it's a problem, why would she go back to what she was doing that now that she knows it's wrong?
You caught me there. But I guess what I'm trying to. You caught me, yeah. But what I'm trying to say though is that it's like trying to get someone to stop biting their nails, something that they're used to. You get it? So when like even you that's trying to change them, yeah, they might change for you because now they understand, they get the logic. But at the end of the day, it's like they might still want to do it anyway. People still.
I think now. But here's what you might want to say. Here's what you might want to say to make that make sense. If they've been doing something for so long, they didn't know it was wrong, so it became habit. So just telling them and showing them that it's wrong does not break the habit. So they will now just have that inner devil versus angel on their shoulders, but the devil will still win sometimes. So even though the hoe knows better, the devil, which is her habit, wins out.
Yeah. And also the second chances, I don't think you should give people second chances either, because whoever made the person do what they did in the first place is not just going to go away no matter how sober they act when they're trying to get you back. Mm-hmm. And actually, the more they act sober and beg, the more reason you should run away. Because what they are essentially begging you to do is to accept their wrongdoings. You get it? It's like they're begging to, and once you've accepted it, it sends a message that you're okay. They can beg you to take this. You can take this. You know.
Well, here's the one thing that I always try to tell people: if you're looking at somebody to give a second chance, if you tell them you don't want to give them a second chance, how they react will tell you how they feel about what they did. Let me explain. If a person knows they've done something wrong and they value you, they would actually accept in a form that you don't want to give them a chance. Now, that doesn't mean they won't ask, but they would accept it and they won't run you down and try to force you to. People who try to force you to give them a second chance, they don't believe you have the ability or that you should have the right to just not want to be bothered with somebody that let them down, that let you down, that you shouldn't have the high enough self-esteem to even want to walk away from that. So how they react, so how they react to you telling them no tells you if that person would have been worth giving another chance anyway. Because many of you guys know, well, ladies and gentlemen, when I say guys, I mean everybody. Many of you have had somebody that you, in a nice way, told them you weren't going to give them a chance again. And they went the fuck off on you because you said you wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. They just like, exactly. Like the whole facade drop. Mm-hmm. And I'm in Rapid City, by the way, Rapid City, South Dakota. I've called you before.
So I was right. Remember. Yeah, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so yeah, that was basically what I wanted to say.
All right.
I just don't, either way, both of them, and this is theoretical, by the way, because I've been that guy in a situation where you just give the second chance anyway.
Talk about it. How did that work out for you when you gave a second chance?
It didn't work out well. I'm still burning over it because actually that was the last relationship before I came to America. The way it was that when we broke up the first time, like we broke up for like 6 months. Then she came back. Obviously, you know what she was doing while we broke up, right? You know, getting around, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Then she came back here and I was like, okay, try again. Then when I was moving here, she was like, yeah, she can wait. Then after like not even 2 weeks, like just things just broke down, you know. So
yeah, I had an ex try to ask me for another chance, and I said, why are you contacting me? I figured what it was. She was watching my videos and she saw that pretty girl with them big old tits at my house.
Right, and that's why even when I came here, that's what she did as well.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was seeing me on social media looking like I was having fun. So then she came back to say, oh, you know what, I miss you, all that stuff. You get it, and then I was like, okay, we try it. I'm coming back in for Christmas anyway, so to link up. When we were talking, it didn't work out.
Nah, so you didn't even have
work out. So now I haven't spoken to her for like a year, and I'm cool off that.
Yeah, mine didn't even go like that. What she did was she told me, oh, I just miss you, and I know I might have, and she was just talking. And I said, I had told you the best way for me to get over you is to not talk to you. I'm wondering why are you still trying to talk to me? And the bitch went off. I see you finally got you a full black woman. I guess I wasn't black enough because she's mixed. I guess I wasn't black. Wow. And I said, see, that lets me know you're a crazy bitch. You hit me up after you did something wrong. After you had said, maybe I'm too young to be doing this. Now you see me with this girl, and on video, we looked happy and shit. You wanted to fuck that up.
Yeah. Yeah, yep. They just want to make sure that, they just want to keep that hold over you.
Yep. And it was funny.
No, like everything that they say is a lie. Like they just want to keep a hold of. They don't want to feel like they're losing someone. That's it.
I agree with you, hey brother. Thank you for the call. Let me go to the guru and ask, because this go back to something you said at the beginning about Blac Chyna. You said you believe that Blac Chyna would do that to I'm finna call this nigga Black Rob.
Whoa.
Whoa. But you said you believe that she'll actually do that to him, that she believes she has such power over him that if she sees him go get in the gym, get in shape, she gonna show the fuck back up. What did you think is that mentality?
I think it's that complex of her just wanting to, or knowing that she can, that right now she like possesses him. She has that power over him, and then if she sees him doing better for himself, she want to know, I wonder if I can still get back with that. It's just like some dudes will do that too, and in those times where you with a woman and you like, I'm done with her, I'm through with her, because you focus on some other chick. But the minute you see her looking better, or she done came up, or she got something better, or maybe she done got a little older and her body looking better, you gonna look back and say, I wonder if I can get that again. Let me get on back to her, see what she gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Just so you can try to see if you still got it. And I definitely believe that she that type of chick.
And that's why I don't even go to ex's social media. That shit be heartbreaking and make you beg for them back and dumb shit. Like, I don't want to see what you're doing. I don't want to see you doing well. I don't know. I purposely don't go see none of them bitches I used to fuck and see what they doing. They might come see me. I have no idea what they're doing, because I don't want to go see the nigga look better than me. I don't want to see that he richer than me. I don't want to see you happier with somebody else than me. I just don't want to see it, because that give you that urge to start thinking about shit that's not true. You start thinking, man, we used to have a good time. And then you get back with that person, you realize this is why I left your dumb ass. So I don't want that. And to see that there are a lot of women who do that. Women like competing with other women. So I think that when she got with Rob, she wasn't even trying to get Rob. She was actually competing with Tiger.
Yep.
And that's what, to me, makes her a horrible person. She's just using people to try and get somebody else's attention.
Exactly. And it's like, and my thing is too, it's like, how does Rob not see that?
He knew it. He had to, yes. Because if I saw it and I'm not in it, and I called it, and I was right 100%. And this shit is messy because I honestly don't think she was trying to make it as messy as it was. I don't think she was trying to get that dude to put those pictures up. I just think that dude is a bitch. And if they say he take dick in the ass, well, then that explains it.
Yep.
So he took that picture and is messy. I've taken several pictures of chicks doing all kinds of shit to me. Many of them will tell you. I get pictures of tits and ass. In all the years you've seen me do this, I haven't put it out. You didn't see me get so mad at that winter chick that I put out the video of her sucking my dick or licking my out, anything like this. You didn't see this because that doesn't make sense to me, number one. But number two, I don't want to hurt my prospects because I like filming hoes. I enjoy that shit. And I don't want no hoe to be like, nigga, you putting out videos of what you do to motherfuckers. You can't film me. That ruins my sex. Yeah. So I'm thinking long term. Rob isn't thinking long term. Why do you think that?
I think that he is so lost, and because I think he doesn't have anybody that's like telling him or helping him through this. And it's like it's only so much that your sisters and your mothers can do for you, man. And it's like if you don't have anybody that's really of a male presence that's in your life that you can go to and seek counsel and, you know, just bounce stuff off the wall and just be transparent with, I think it puts you at a disadvantage to where you will continue to make the bad choices that he's making. I think I saw somebody post in the chat room earlier saying he's in the sunken place. I think he's in the sunken place and don't fucking know he's in the sunken place. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I think that that's what's really hurting him is that there's nobody telling him like, hey man, I see where you at. You ain't the only one that done been here before. And let me help you in getting out of this. I can't do it for you, but I can help you get out of here, and I can be here with you while you going through this. It's just like all of you, even when we as men, you know, me and my crew of boys, you know, we've all gone through bad breakups. Mm-hmm. And it's like there's a moment in that breakup where it's just you dealing with your feelings, dealing with your heartache, dealing with, you know, your anger and your frustration and all of that. But then there's a moment that you have where you lean on your boys and you got your buddies to be there to come and have a beer with you, or crack jokes with you, make you feel good, or take you out to the, you know, to the spot or whatever you gonna do. You have that moment where you have those people that you can lean on to get you back into who you were. And it's like when you've lost that or you don't have that, I think it's really, really hard. And I think that's why he's struggling the way that he is. Because I truly believe that my man is really struggling. He's hurting. You get all this money, all this fame, people know you. If you was even half of a real type of dude, women would still be able to get you out of where you at. They'd be like, come on, fuck her. Come on, let me get your mind off of this with some of this pussy and let me take care of you.
What was so
you
good
ain't even
about
in that
her?
Place.
I don't even think it, to me, what he's doing doesn't even show love. It couldn't have been something that was that good about her. It couldn't have been.
Exactly. Aside from the bedroom.
This is an obsession.
Yes. Aside from being in the bedroom and the fact that there are other dudes that want to sleep with her, what else is she bringing to the table for you, dude?
It's just an obsession. I think he feels like he gonna fuck around and call all kind of niggas in a minute. Watch. Because he gonna feel like he bought that slave.
I paid for you.
I paid for this.
Damn it.
But I'm not trying to be funny or racist. But I also think that's some of what you get too when you date them white dudes if they put some money into a black bitch. I paid for you. Now it's an insult to me because how dare you? And then you went back to this nigga
who ain't got shit. Mm-hmm. Beyond a slap in the face.
I think that's the issue. You're looking at somebody and you're saying, I think this is all about possession.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can bring in one more phone call and then we got to be up out of here. We done gave y'all 4 solid eyes. 202, you know what? 202, what's up?
What's up, Tommy? Hold on. Hello?
Yep. You there?
Hey, what's up, Tommy? How you doing, man? It's Jake.
I'm all right. You right here with myself and Brian. Talk to us.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Hey, Brian, what's up? I'm trying
What's
to
up, my
help
brother?
you out in your channel there, bro. But we trying to do this.
Yeah, I
Hey.
appreciate it, man. I don't know how to do that mod thing, man. I guess I'm still new to this shit, so
It's all good. I'm trying to help you out as much as I can, bro. Basically, the first question: a hole into a housewife. That's not going to happen. I have to agree with Tommy on that one. She's going to be what she's going to be, and if she doesn't want to change, she's not going to change, and you're not going to make her change. Period.
after being educated, I concur.
And giving people second chances, and I have said this several times on my calls before. Me and my ex-wife are best friends. That is my best friend. No doubt, hands down, she got my back regardless of whatever happened. She knows everything that I know about me, and I know everything I know about her. I support her. She's my friend, but I would never give her a second chance. If she asked me, no, because I would not trust her.
I think that's the biggest thing about second chances. Once that trust is broken, unless you can truly say to that person, we start back at ground zero, you can't be in a real relationship with each other. You just can't. Because I don't think you should give somebody a second chance, but you continue to hold shit over their heads that they did before. Because then you're not really giving them a second chance. You're just trying to fuck with them now. Like, they got to constantly try to win you over from that thing in which they hurt you. It's one thing if they're doing things that mimic what they've done before, because they shouldn't do that anymore. But if they're not, and every time y'all get into an argument, and this is what happened in a lot of relationships, y'all get into an argument because of some bullshit you did. So you'll say, well, I should be able to do it because you did something to me. And they keep bringing that up. So they got that perpetual trump card of you did me wrong and I took you back. And then it becomes an uphill climb for that other person because, well, hey, I can always have them chasing the fucking chasing the carrot on the stick.
The carrot, yep.
Yeah, I totally agree with that. And like I said, we can be friends on a level to where, you know, we're taking care of our daughter and we're just ensuring that she gets and has everything she needs. I can trust her with my daughter. And she knows this. And I tell her this. And she tells me, you know, vice versa. You know, when my daughter comes to see me, you know, it's a good thing. But as far as like that love thing again and trust thing, you know, I do love her to a certain extent. Don't get me wrong, because she is like she is my best friend. But to love her, to be married to her again, no, because like Tommy just said, and I have to reiterate this. When we get into an argument about something, I don't want you throwing stuff back in my face.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's one thing a man cannot stand is when a woman throws something in his face where he was wrong at, he's admitted to, and it's supposed to be let go. Women just seem to bring that drama right back into arguments about putting the daggone toilet seat down. And it's ridiculous. And a real man is not going to stand there and listen to this garbage. I mean, there's some guys out there, they, you know, everybody has a nickname for these guys, simps or whatever have it. I had to look it up myself because I really didn't know what it was until I got to this area. But, you know, if they want to deal with that, let them deal with it. I was just saying in the chat room myself, I don't really know Rob Kardashian like that because I really don't follow those idiots like that.
Yeah.
They're way above my pay scale, and I wouldn't even talk about them because I don't have money like that. But it seems to me that he never had a male role model in his life.
He was surrounded by that pimp called his mama. Because from what they're saying, that woman was a hoe even when she was married to old dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
He never
Didn't they
really had a
rumor
role
like she
model
slept with
in his life.
OJ too?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, being that he never had a role model in his own life, let's go back and look at the Blac family again. Same thing. He's having problems with relationships because he never saw his mother into a real relationship. I have that issue. I had the issue growing up. And my mother told me I had that issue because she never hung around a bunch of dudes. A bunch of dudes never came to my house with my mother. She had a boyfriend. I think my mom had probably 2 boyfriends that I knew about. But, you know, you're looking at his mom, you know, I don't know, Tommy, I can't confirm that. But if you said his mom was a hoe, she was a hoe. So what else did he have to look up to?
Well, yeah.
And then he around a bunch of girls.
Yep.
He probably playing with doll babies all his daggone life. And then when he tried to get into a relationship, he probably wanted to be in a relationship that mimicked one of his sisters or possibly his mother because she was a hoe.
Well, I think that with most boys that grow up in that type of lifestyle, I think that he's a boy that was probably doted on, probably is used to having his way. He probably got every single thing that he ever wanted in his life, and he's just used to that. I mean, the fact that this dude is buying this chick Lamborghinis, who does that? And that's not even your wife. You know what I'm saying?
He
It's
spends
like,
$100,000 on her body.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You spend $100,000 the day she had your baby. It's like he doesn't even have an idea or concept of spending money and like putting that type of money into somebody that's not even his wife. That's his baby mama at the end of the day. And she has been messing around on him pretty much from the beginning. So it's like you have that he doesn't know what it really takes to be a man because he's been spoon-fed everything that he's ever wanted. He's never had to work for shit, so he doesn't understand the value of shit.
I totally agree with you, Brian. I totally agree with that. And it's sad because he doesn't know any better. And there's nobody there to teach him any different. Unless he watches TV and he gets all his information from TV, which is really not good. So he's going to wind up, he's going to be damaged product. And unfortunately, I hope that they both get together and try to raise that child properly.
That's where we're going to have a problem.
That's going to be damaged.
That's where we're going to have a problem, though. That's where we're going to have a problem. Because if you think about it, I'm sorry, but I don't think this is a good woman. I don't think this is mother material. And she didn't come from mother material. So you gave an individual who wasn't a mother, who didn't come from mother material, you fucked around and gave her another kid?
Yep.
I didn't even know she had another kid. I don't follow him like that.
Yeah, she's a kid by
she got a kid by Tyga, the rapper, the one who was with Kylie Jenner.
Oh, okay. I didn't see. I don't follow him like that, but that's terrible.
Yep.
That's going to be that's a disaster.
That girl don't want to be a mom. She wants to be a celebrity. The only reason she even thought it was cute to have to have kids, is because them other chicks got kids. She thought that it would be cool to be like the Kardashians, showing off her belly bump and all that shit. She enjoyed that part of it. When that was done, she wanted to go back to the streets.
Yes.
I totally agree with that. And she got in with the Kardashians, and now, she's going to reap the benefits at the end of the day, but then those kids are going to suffer. Both of them. Both of them are going to suffer. But yet nobody really, nobody stands up and says, hey, well, let me be a better parent, or let me try to be a better person just to raise my children, until I don't have to raise them anymore.
Yeah, that fool actually said, he actually addressed that. He said, oh, I want my daughter to see these pictures. Like, wait a minute, what? So he's just being stupid. He's just being stupid. When he said that, what about your brand new born child that you want them 16 years down the road when you done calm the fuck down for them to see this? That's stupid.
What you put on the internet remains on the internet for the rest of the internet's life.
Then he complaining
People
about the
post stuff
surgery
on the
he
internet.
got. Her areolas or nipples were too big. Dude, you sound
Yeah.
stupid.
Everything you put on the internet's going to be there forever. It's going to be there. When his kid turns 16, he's going to look back, or she's going to look back. I don't even know what they got, but they're going to look back at the internet, and they're going to Google their mother's name and father's name, and they're going to see all this foolishness there. But then the parents are going to be at the right stage now where they can take care of their kids, and they're going to be like, well, wait a minute, mommy and daddy, this is what you were doing when you first had me. So how are you going to tell me to change? It's going to be a problem.
Yeah, and I just don't think he's built to be a father because, like you said, he didn't see one. Somebody said that you see Tiger with his kid more than you see Blac Chyna with it. I said that. You go to her Instagram, it's all about her. It was all about the kid every now and again, but it's all about her. And I don't, and I don't know how you parent with this individual. I feel bad for the kid. I felt bad for the kid at the beginning because some people didn't want that damn kid. Nobody had this kid they wanted, and there was no reason for them to do it. They could have been in a relationship and been a couple. You didn't see Kanye West and Kim just pop off and getting a baby. They had known each other for years.
Yeah, that's just Blac, just crazy. Cause I got mine. I mean, I was actually just talking to this girl a couple of years ago, and she's the one that brought it to my attention. We already tried to talk and try to get together, so why would we reconnect? And I had to sit there and think about that for a minute. And I said, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. So, you know, this thing with these guys, that's crazy. It's a madhouse.
They said she tried to. Wow. They said she tried to trademark the name Angela Kardashian so that she could use it because apparently her name was Angela. It's Blac Chyna. Her real name is Angela. She was trying to be a Kardashian. She was only using him to be a Kardashian. Oh my God. She's a horrible person. Yeah. That Chris had to block her from trying to trademark the name.
Wow.
The fuck?
And she had an agenda. She had an agenda.
Yes, she did.
And she was being smart about it, and that's exactly what she did. She was smart about it until he caught on. But now you got kids.
Sure
it's kind of too late for that right now.
Yeah, God, dog.
And see, that's my thing. It's like, man, that's she was way out of her element, man. It's like it's like, God damn, it's like bringing a homeless person to the fucking Grammys. You're just taking them completely out of their element, man. You have to see that.
She wasn't even smooth with how she's doing this shit. That's what I was trying to tell you. If she could have been smooth, number one, most of us niggas are not used to long-term money. We used to trying to get it quick. And you see what she's doing. She was trying to get it quick. She didn't play it right.
Not at all.
Janet was calm as fuck.
Let you guys get back to your show. Let me let you guys get back to your show, and I appreciate the call. Keep up the good work. Great channel. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, Jason. We're going to end it right here. Let me ask you, look at what Janet Jackson was able to do. Janet Jackson stuck it out for 5 years with a motherfucker and played the role. At the end of that, she got her money at dip, but you would have never knew it was happening because she played it. This girl couldn't even play it for a year. And she was pregnant most of the time.
She didn't think, and here's well, let me say this. So here's a difference when you're talking about just women from different backgrounds, or you talk about black and white, a culture thing. We as black people in our culture on in general, we don't have a sense of shame and a sense of it of we don't want to, any more embarrassment in that. Janet Jackson was in a position to where she was smart enough to know, okay, I'm in a position to where I can do this with this dude or whatever the case may be, but as long as I don't embarrass him, this is gonna go extremely well for me. Even if I'm in it for the money, even if she's just gonna be totally like, I'm gonna pour myself out and I'm gonna be in this for the money. I'm just gonna make sure that I don't embarrass him. She didn't even have the wherewithal to say that, because I'm quite sure at the mental state that he's in right now, Chyna could have been sleeping with whoever she wanted to sleep with and still getting taken care of and caked by this dude 100% of the time, Lamborghinis and all, if she would have at least had the wherewithal to just not embarrass him on public, in public on social media. She didn't even have that within herself. She gonna do whatever she want to do because she a bad boss bitch, and that's how she gonna live her life. No regrets, no remorse. Whatever I'm doing is right. You can't shame me into being something that you can't shame me for what it is I do, because can't nobody judge me. And because she feels that that is the case, that's why she did what she did and had that Xerxes looking dude kissing her on social media in his face.
Well, I want to give a little shout out to everybody for joining the show, number one. And number two, I want to give a shout out to, I want to give a word of advice to Blac Chyna. Be careful. The family you fucking with got a lot of money. And if Rob decides to turn to his mama, who ruthless, and six his mama on your ass, this ain't gonna work out well for you and your little trying to get your makeup line and all this shit. She has the power to literally shut that shit down. See, Rob handled it wrong. If you really want to shut the bitch down, go to your mama. You let your mama know you made a mistake. I'm so sorry.
Sold that house. You know he sold that house, right?
He did.
So his mama bought him a house, a starter home, for like $2.4 million. He sold that house for like $2.8 million.
To do what with the money?
Like
to pay for this bitch shit?
Cash it out. Just to be liquid. And now he living with his sister. He living with Kylie he's living in one of Kylie's 4 houses that she. Yep. And at the end of the day, like you just said, for Chyna, she needs to be careful, because there's only so much rope that she's gonna get before she becomes. Right now, she's just a moment. If she gets to the point where she becomes a stain on their name and on their legacy, and it begins to tarnish who they are, she will be in trouble. At the end of the day, I think what will probably wind up happening, they can say, look, we're gonna give you $2-3 million. You sign over your parental rights to that kid. That kid will be a Kardashian, and that will be the end of it. Mm-hmm. You go and do whatever you gonna do. I'll leave your makeup line and all that stuff alone, and you move on. But it's only so much clapping that they're gonna allow her to. She definitely has a short rope. Yeah. I could definitely say for me, my biggest takeaway that I got for tonight is that, I guess because it's something that I've never really like suffered from, deep depression, to learn like the places that people go when they are severely depressed or highly depressed, or whichever the correct term is for that. I didn't really realize how deep you can go into that thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, and for what you were saying and the perspective and that you were putting it in, and to put that over Rob's life and to see where he's at right now, I definitely like have a certain level of is the right word, empathy for Rob, to where it's like, I didn't realize that you could be that far gone and not really be in control of, or not really know or aware of what it is that you're doing, to the point where you're really just like destroying yourself, and you're just damaging yourself, and you're not stopping. It's just the compulsion that you have to just keep making things worse and worse for yourself and how you look in your own image, with you being a celebrity. And that is like that was quite eye opening for me to see that, and it gave me a whole different outlook on people that do suffer from depression. It's like I've definitely learned something on tonight from that.
Let me read this to you. Sources close to the warring couple tell us that Rob is cutting Chyna off financially. He will no longer make payments on her Tarzana rental. He also has 2 cars that he gave her and jewelry back as well. We're told that Chyna actually returned the cars and jewelry to Rob. She's fine paying the rent herself. She squirreled away money from various appearances as well as their reality show. She's also confident in her earning power post-Rob. The big ticket items supporting Dream, our sources say that Chyna has no intention of going after him for child support, at least for now. We know Rob wants to raise the baby himself, and it doesn't seem like Chyna is putting up much of a fight. Fact is, her other kid, King Cairo, is being raised primarily by Tyga. It is unlikely in the foreseeable future that either of them will go to court for money or custody. I said earlier, when I did not know anything about this, I said she does not want to be a mom. It's obvious she doesn't want to be a mom. Those kids were something that she just had, as most black women do, a fucking biological function.
Byproduct. Wow.
That's scary.
Yep. And how many followers do she have on IG and Twitter?
Let's see.
How many people are going to speak out against?
Yeah, where's the deadbeat mom allegations?
Right.
13.1 million.
How many?
13.1 million.
Wow.
13.1 million.
Yep.
She just put up some picture of her fat losing weight, I guess. She put it up an hour ago. But she cut off the comment section, so all you could do is like it. She didn't want people to leave no comment.
Mm-hmm.
And she's trying to sell something called Pounds Down.
Yep. And now here's the well, not shocking, but just how we go along with fuck shit and don't draw that line in the sand. 3, 4, 5 years from now, she could become an afterthought and totally like be a complete and utter failure in everything that she's done. And she could fall right back and say, now I want to be a mom. And I want both of my children, and I want child support.
Yep.
And the courts will say, you know what? You're going to get it. She'll do appearances. She'll do interviews and say how she was in such a bad place and she was depressed and she had so many mental problems going on. She don't know why she was sleeping with so many dudes and it was just a bad time for her. But now she realizes that her children are so important to her and she needs to be a mom. And they will completely set her up at both of those dudes' expense. And won't nobody say a word to even say anything. She should be a mama. She should be able to be with her kids. You can't take her mama, them kids' mama away from them. Now, if that was a dude, he ain't shit dad in the first place. He a deadbeat dad in the first place, so he shouldn't be able to be around them kids. He a bad influence. But that's exactly what she's gonna get the opportunity to do. She had, and that's the one thing that I hate about the situation is that she will not have to suffer consequences and repercussions for her actions. She will be able to fall ass backward into a lap of luxury, and all she got to do is say, "I want my kids." I'm tired of whoring. I want to be a mom now. So, yeah. Figure it out, guys. Let's say 15 grand a month a piece from both of you guys. Let's do it.
You know what bothers me about us as the people? Now, I don't want to drag this out, but if she has 13.1 million followers, why is it that we can't do something as simple as, if we are bothered by what someone does or some shit like this, unfollow the person? You can still go back to her Instagram and see what she's doing. Show your displeasure. Unfollow the person. Numbers don't lie. But women would get together and say, do something like this to a man. I don't know why we constantly want to be a part of something like this. This is shameful to me because they're all adults.
If we do that, Tommy, then we are bashing them or shaming them, and we won't be able to be involved in the drama as much. So no, can't do that.
And this all started over just trying to be famous. There's nothing wrong with wanting to be famous. There's nothing wrong with being any of this stuff. But you're like with Kim Kardashian, what she did was drag that boy through that fake marriage, basically. She didn't want to marry him. She just saw how big that marriage was overseas. And her mama plotted together to say, well, if we got you married, you could be basically American royalty. Then you can get right back out of it. But we will have already made our money off of it. Now, that's fucked up because that boy had to put his emotions through that because he thought it was a real marriage. Imagine if she had just decided, let me bring some kids into this shit. A life, a person.
Yep.
I don't know. I'll give you closing remarks.
I guess I want to say, getting back to the main topic, turning a hoe into a housewife, I'm glad I learned something tonight. To learn that basically you have to be willing and you have to want to be more than what you are to be something else. You can't be what you are right now and then just expect things to just change for you. If you want to be something different, if you want to be something bigger, if you want to be something better, you have to be willing to do the work yourself and change who you are to become something different, to become something better. And in order for others to view you as something better, you have to make that change within yourself first. And to the second part, giving people second chances. I'm a person that is definitely for second chances if they are warranted or if they are worthy of a second chance. And that means that you have to be able to do that work yourself to earn a second chance. And your second chance may not be you getting back what you had, but you can still be able to learn from it and to become something better later on in life. So just because you're this one thing today, it doesn't mean that that's your fate for the rest of your life. You can always change who you are, and you can go through the work and go through the pain, the hurt, whatever it is you have to go through to become something better and become something bigger. So always be willing at the end of the day, if nothing else, to give yourself a second chance and not worry about other people giving you second chances first. Give yourself a second chance, and then you can see what other people will do, because they may or may not give you a second chance. But if you give yourself a second chance, you can always become something better. And if they can't appreciate it, then somebody else in your life that you come in contact with later on in life can appreciate it.
I would like to say to the people about turning a hoe into a housewife, let that hoe turn herself into housewife material. Second chances. Weigh what you did to even cause a second chance to happen. Weigh what you'll get if you move on. Weigh what that other person will get or give up for taking or giving the second chance. But finally, take time. You got to walk away from something sometimes to even see if you want to walk back to it. Many of us get that second chance because we didn't want to be left the first time, or we don't want to experience being alone. So we're yelling and screaming to get back with that person because we just don't want to go through that crap. And we get right back into it and feel the same thing, even if we weren't the one who left. We were the one who did something that got us left. Because remember, if you're the one who left, you left because something hurt you. If you're the one who got left, you got left because you did something. So each of you are going to have to deal with that same thing that you felt when you left, plus the feeling of being left or the feeling of being forced out. So take some time away, step away. Think, become the better you. Concentrate on you. Pull a Jeffrey Osborne. Concentrate on you. And once you do that, if you are going to go back, you at least have the material you need. It's like doing anything else. You're going to build a house, at least come with the material you need. And that's how I would like to end it.
Nice.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for joining us for episode 10. See you guys next week. I would say same bat time, same bat channel, but we don't have no time. We just have the same channel. And hopefully everything should be ready next week to where we just are going to be broadcasting over on the Guru and the Whore channel. So make sure you go and subscribe to that channel right now. Put your likes in there, everything else. And thank you guys so much.
I appreciate you guys as always. Thank you for your time. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you to the moderators. I appreciate you all too. Let's continue to just build this channel. Let's get the Guru and the Whore to be just everything that it can be, which is something great to help people, man. I want to say thank you always to my brother Tommy. I appreciate the opportunity. I appreciate the time. I know that you sacrifice a lot to do this, and I know that you're tired. You've been going crazy these past few days, man, and it's inspiring, brother, but I know that it takes its toll on you, man, and I appreciate you just sacrificing time away from your daughters and just time away from your life, man, to spend this time with me, man, and I thank you for it. I don't take it for granted.
Thank you.
I love you guys, and as always, peace. I'm out.
Thank you for being patient with me, man, and thank you guys as well. We are going to sign the fuck off. See you guys next week, and make sure you guys go and subscribe to the Relationship Rehab channel, where you can get things like the jewels he dropped tonight, and anytime he comes on the show, where you can get them on a more consistent basis. Please go over there and join and help support the brother. The Relationship Rehab, he's in the chat room, or his channel's in the chat room. Make sure you guys just click that like, click that subscribe, check out his videos, and look for the upcoming ones. We'll see you guys.